Yeah, absolutely. Attitude Era Podcast. It's your boy King HP. It's WrestleMania week. We got big news, big news, big news. And we can't lie about it. We're so excited to bring it to you. So, at the same token, it's WrestleMania week. What we gonna talk about today? We gotta talk about some of the best moments in WrestleMania history. Where were you when this happened? Blah blah blah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care where you was at. But do you remember it? Do you remember it? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if you see that at the bottom of the screen, but we got something super, super fire. But damn, they said that's what they told you when you showed up to work. Get your ass up out of here then. Bong. You know what I'm saying? Uh let all the Cornball County graduates, you know what I'm saying, stay in school, brother. Uh so where was you at when certain WrestleMania moments happened? And where was you? What was you doing? What was your emotion? We're gonna go over some of the favorite WrestleMania moments. Now, if you've seen, I don't know if everybody aware of this, whatever, WWE put out their top moments. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you agree with it. They said the number one match right off the rip was Shawn versus Taker. You know what I'm saying? Um, my thing is if that's your number one, you know what I'm saying? What's your number two? Stone Cold and Brett, WrestleMania 13. You know what I'm saying? I would love to I would definitely love to see what your matches are. So let's go ahead. We're gonna talk about some of them. One is WrestleMania 12 for me. Boom. This WrestleMania does not resemble WrestleMania 12. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. We can see if we can block Buddy. Let's do that. Ready? One, two. Got Buddy up out of here. Go ahead and make a fake account. Go ahead and make a fake account. Get your ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Um, this WrestleMania 12 had 5 matches. I don't know if y'all remember them. Warrior, Triple H, obviously the Iron Man match with Brett and Shawn. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, Zell? We see you in the chat. Uh, outside of Brett and Shawn, you had the Hollywood Backlot Brawl. You had Savio Vega and Stone Cold. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Yo, HBK and Razor was crazy, and that did not make the top 10. You know what I'm saying? That did not make the top 10 for WWE. I don't know what scale they was looking at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they judged it, but I do know this. At the end of the day, they said Shawn and Razor, Shawn and Brett, Shawn and Kurt Angle were not in the top. Shawn and Jericho were not in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, and yeah, we just talking WrestleManias. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for a certain person to get here because there's an interesting question I have about WrestleManias and the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he probably has the most WrestleMania appearances, but when you talk about them classic matches, Undertaker has about 7, according to WWE's list, I believe, or he has 9 or something like that. But yeah. So I like to take WrestleMania 12. That was the Iron Man match. That was a crazy one. This year alone, you have the Roman Reigns triple threat match with CM Punk, Seth Rollins. This year, you also have Gunther versus Jey Uso. This year, you also have Cody Rhodes and John Cena. I don't think the buildup is main event wise higher than them. I don't. I don't. I only put Gunther and Jey Uso because Jey Uso won that Royal Rumble, so you know how that go. Charlotte Rhea, I think, yeah, it was number 10. Zeld, you have it at 10. It was Charlotte versus Rhea. No, no. Let me pull the WWE list. The WWE list had it was Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey ended up in their top 10, which was crazy when you talk about all the potentials for matches. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I definitely feel like that wouldn't have been in my top 10. It wouldn't have been over Shawn and Razor. It wouldn't have been over. It wouldn't have been over Brett and Owen. Brett and Owen at WrestleMania 10. It wouldn't have been over. It wouldn't have been. There's a couple ones. Even when Daniel Bryan won the world title at I believe it was WrestleMania 30. You know what I'm saying? I'd have definitely put that in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna turn that down, brother. But I'm about to pull up the WWE list, and we're gonna see if we go with that, and also what matches this year are gonna steal the show. Right now, I know we're in the Triple H era, but right now it looks like we got 7 matches on each night. You know what I'm saying? So typically they do 5-match PLEs, but we getting 7. That's 14 matches total. Tag titles on the line. War Raiders and New Day. You know, neither one of the women's mid-tier titles are on the line. No U.S. title on the line, and with Chelsea Green, and no Lyra Valkyria defending her Intercontinental title. However, she is in a tag title match with Bailey, taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, aka Raquel Diesel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to pull up that WWE list. I just want to say they top 10. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really care to really go through. And that's and I'm gonna leave it at that and see if you agree. Let me see. Boom. Let's see if we pull this up. No, it's not pulling up. Somebody internet tripping. Let's see if we can pull it up right here. WWE. Go through their list. This is their top 10. That's their NXT. I'm trying to go back to number 3. Fatal 4-way. Polo Fatu was good, was good, was good, was good, was good. Y'all already know what it is. That transfer portal is gonna be crazy. Uh, and I'm gonna wait till Archie get here so we can talk about that more in depth. Then how far down I gotta scroll to get to the top? There it is. Man, number one was Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. I don't know if I can say that's the number one for me, brother. I just can't. I think there's a lot of people that may say it is. But when you talk about Brett Stone Cold's WrestleMania 13 submission, that's crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm waiting for Archie to tap in because I definitely want to talk about what match is stealing the show. We about to have some predictions in there, and if, for those that don't know, right now on the memberships we have opened up what's called the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? That transfer portal tier will allow you to get drafted by one of two teams, right? The Horseman 97, that's led by the Archie Carter. You know what I'm saying? Or the Click, which is led by yours truly. Hence why you see the name at the bottom underneath the name King HP. With that being said, if and when you get drafted, because I think we're gonna split however many people in there. Uh, once we split that, we will get with you, and there's certain topics we're gonna have conversations about. And the day of reckoning, I'm gonna say it like that, it's gonna be Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So it's Wednesday night wars. You know what I mean? Uh, so right in the middle of the week, Polo, man, you killing me, Polo. Polo, you don't even know. You don't even know. You know the first pick gets debated on. They don't even get debated. It comes out of the predictions. You know what I'm saying? So once we have our predictions, ever has the most right out of the predictions, they gonna have the number one pick. Polo, you know I'm a dastardly individual. You might get drafted off the strength of I know you wanted to go with Archie, but you know what I'm saying. But I got some draft pick choices too, brother. So you know what I'm saying. You might need to go over there. That might be what it's gonna be. But it'll be everything from shooting promos and the whole wild. And this is probably the most interactive thing in the world of wrestling podcasts today. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to cover that and let people know and understand. So if you see that on the bottom of the screen, what are you talking about? It'll be the Wednesday night wars. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen every Wednesday. Um, seeing who broke Big E's neck. Yeah, that was crazy. So, number one, we had that. Number two, I know it's Brett and Stone Cold Steve Austin in their submission match. I'm for that. I'm trying to scroll down to see their three. Damn, they got a lot of content because you got to scroll. I'm about to just pull up another place and just get the whole list. So there we go. Boom. We get their whole list. And from this list, we'll see where your top moments rank and where mine. Because I'm always put. I don't know if I really do want to put Sean and Brett at number one now. I think because number one is crazy. Because when you think about moments, right? Let's say good or bad. You know what's a really bad moment for me? When the Undertaker fucking lost. When the Undertaker lost, I was just like, my mouth was wide open. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't believe they did that shit. So whether good or bad, that's still a moment. And was that at WrestleMania 32? Not 32, but like 30? It was in New Orleans. I believe that happened at WrestleMania 30. I definitely believe that happened at WrestleMania 30. All right. So WWE did their top 50, right? And they actually had the nerve, the audacity to put Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar on this motherfucker. That's insane because at WrestleMania 20, it's not even in my top 50. It might not be in the top 100. It might not be in the top. It's not in the top anything. You know what I'm saying? But let me read off their top 10. Let's see if you go with this order. Undertaker, Shawn, WrestleMania 25. You already said that's their number one. That's what the WWE says is the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time. Or match of all time. I'm sorry, not moment. Two, Bret vs. Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13. Good choice. That was a submission match. Number three, The Rock versus Hogan, WrestleMania 18. I think you got to define when they say match because are you talking about the actual matches like rewatch and like people say it was a classic or the magnitude of the match? The match was all right. There's some matches that have big magnitudes. Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan was huge. The match wasn't like you'll never say that that match was your top favorite unless you stop watching wrestling after that. Then that's probably your favorite. Ill fam, what up? What up? What up? Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. If anyone has not gone back to WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 3 is low key fire. Oh, Ill fam. So okay, I see what you're saying. Number four was your number one, Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Savage. That's really not a bad pick. That's really not a bad pick. So I'm assuming the 79 was the year you were born. I was born in 82. That's not a bad pick. Because when you talk about like who the Macho Man was at the time, that's for the Intercontinental Championship. That's when them championships was really they really, really meant something. I can't even think about where WrestleMania 3 was at. I started watching wrestling at WrestleMania 4 when they had the tournament. And I barely remember it. I just remember Macho Man coming out of the tournament. Like, oh, okay. But I thought Hogan was gonna win. But I was so little. Um, number five, The Rock vs. Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17, Pontiac, Michigan. It was in Michigan. Okay, yo, WrestleMania 3 was different. And if anyone hasn't had a chance to go back and rewatch old wrestling, I always advise. You may not get it in context because you're looking if you grew up in an era of spot after spot after spot where you see today, it's like, you know, but if you want to see hard hitting and all that, you know what I'm saying? What up, Bug? What up? I see you in the chat. Salute, good brother. Um, but just remember that transfer portal is open for 199. You get drafted. You get drafted. This wraps. So I'm not sure where I rank The Rock versus Stone Cold because The Rock versus Stone Cold is very similar to the Ultimate Warrior Hogan. But I think it's a better match, right? We gonna pause it right there. Roman Reigns number 6. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 40. I think that's a prisoner. Should that be in the top 10? I know for moments when I do these moments, I'm I'm literally like, yo, that's a big ass moment. When that whole end of the match, it really starts the night before, but because they had the tag team match for Bloodline Rules or not, you know what I'm saying? That whole John Cena or Jimmy Uso coming out, Jake having to defend him, uh, John Cena coming out, they having that with Solo Sikoa, that whole ending, The Rock, Taker, that kind of was very, very, it was crazy. That shit was crazy. That was a fire finish to end the night of WrestleMania. So I'm not sure. As far as a moment, I think that for me it's gonna be in my top 10, I think. I think I would legitimately safely say that that's gonna be in my top 10. As far as the match, that's close. That's close because there's some matches that don't have the theatrics. They didn't need to get all these people involved. Macho and Steamboat. They didn't get anybody else. It wasn't a plethora of other wrestlers having to, you know what I'm saying, get involved. So we'll put a pin on that shit. You know what I mean? Number 7, they got Dudley's versus the Hardys versus Edge and Christian at WrestleMania 17. You get no argument from me, brother. You ain't gonna get no argument from me. I'm not sure if I have it at that number, but if it's in the top 10, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I am not mad at it. As soon as I see your face pop up, you in here. You know what I'm saying? Here's the other the general manager, you know what I'm saying? It's the other general manager and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for yeah, that triple threat tag team Dudley's Heart. You know what's crazy too? That shit lives in forever history. It's never gonna be ever to be replaced, and it's never what I we talking about that list that WWE put out, they top moments, they top matches, the top matches.
Let me
You know what I'm
get
saying?
right. Yeah. We here.
Mm.
The first Wednesday Night Wars. What's up, HP?
Yeah. So we was at number 7 on the list. I'll run it back real quick. Are you familiar with that WWE, like the WWE's list of their top 50 WrestleMania matches?
Top 50?
They did top 50.
You started with 10?
No, I started at 1. I started working backwards because they say the best match in WWE WrestleMania history is Taker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25.
I was about to say, which one?
At 25.
Oh, man. I don't know. We're going to have to go through the list, but I'm going to go put a shirt on because I look like I got on a tank top, a bra, and we not doing that. So, and I know this chat going to eat me up, so I'm going to go put a shirt on, and I'll be right
And this your general manager? And this
back.
this your general manager?
See? You already started, man. Let me go
Hey, I
change.
wasn't
I'll be
gonna
back.
say nothing. I was gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Hey, I'm real with myself. So let me go put a shirt on. I'll be back.
Oh man, he got hit with the shirt. He gonna go put on a nightgown, y'all. He gonna put
Horseman
on a night.
97 starting off bad.
He about to put on a nightgown. Um, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna wait till he come back a little bit. But what number was we at? We was at 7. That's 7. Let me finish up their top. I said I'll wait for him, but number 8. Number 8, Andre the Giant, right? And Hogan, WrestleMania 3. Now remember I just told you, go
That
watch
was too
WrestleMania
much
3.
skin. All right, there we go.
Yeah, brother, it was.
You
I
know what
ain't
I'm
gonna
saying? You
hold you.
wasn't gonna even say nothing. You gonna have me out here all naked. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom of choice, brother. We all have the freedom of choice. And your choices was freedom.
And sometimes I
You
make bad choices. But you know when I'm not making a bad choice? Tonight on predictions. You know when I'm not making a bad choice? Next week when we draft. Yeah. Wartime. Wednesday night wars.
We gonna have to we will see, good brother, because your picks will determine the fate.
I
Your
make
fate.
better picks than I do fashion choices. So
That's good. That's good. That's good, y'all. Um, in case let me see if I can get it up here. Golly, man, it's a lot of overlays.
you saw the thing I text you. Was you cool with that?
I mean, yeah, we could go with that for the forefront. I got something popping up in about 4 to 5 days.
Oh no, I'm just
But in
saying,
case,
just kind of like an ongoing reminder, day of type thing.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because
Like
I might go
yeah, put
post
on
that
the
right now.
Instagram joints.
Yeah,
In case y'all didn't know, y'all heard me talk about it. Y'all see me put the banner at the bottom. Um, it's the Wednesday Night Wars. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you will be a part of with the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? First hand account, straight up. That's what you will be. Archie is, I like to say, a general manager. You know what I'm saying? And I am the other. You know what I'm saying? As he will manage the Horseman 97, and I'm gonna manage the click. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know this. It's a fully interactive show. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how many people get drafted, depends on how many people are in the transfer portal.
I'm,
Or up. If you say I want to get the next year, if you're a member, you are eligible for draft. But all it takes to get drafted, if you like, I don't want to do this tier, I don't 199, brother. Right there. Boom. Easy. It's less than $2. It's less than $2, but it'll be completely interactive. You know what I'm saying? It'll be team versus team and some head up debates. And
and just good
there's
smack talking. That's all. Just some good talk. Like we taking it back to the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? When it was lunch and you was kicking it with the homies or at the courtyard. That's what we taking it back to. We just gonna talk some good talk and have a good time with y'all, man.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting texts about that. So in about 5 days, it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Some. Oh, hey, and the effort. It'll be every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So sign up for the transfer
At
portal.
about
You will not be
8:15 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna go early, nice little soft spot in the day. You know, relax, kick it with your homies every Wednesday night wars. So tonight we're talking about WrestleMania moments, and we're gonna do our predictions, right?
Yeah, definitely doing the predictions. Let me ask you something, because we're on number 8, which is Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan.
You going through the whole
Once
50?
new top 10,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ask if you agree or disagree, and what do you think should be up there? Because there's some bullshit in here. You know what I'm saying? This is just a top 10. Not saying it's not on the list. It's just not in the WWE. WWE don't recognize it as a top 10. So I'll run it back. I'll run the list back. Ready? Undertaker Shawn, WrestleMania 25. Brett Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13. Rock Hogan, WrestleMania 18.
Okay.
Randy Savage and Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. That's 4. Number 5, The Rock Stone Cold, WrestleMania 17. 6, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes last year, WrestleMania 40. 7, Dudley's and versus the Hardys versus Edge and Christian triple threat ladder match, WrestleMania
TLC
17.
2, right?
Yeah. Uh WrestleMania 8. I mean WrestleMania, I lied to y'all. Number 8, Andre the Giant versus Hogan, WrestleMania 3. Number 9, Warrior versus Randy Savage at WrestleMania 7. That was a career match. Number 10, Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 35. That is the end of their top 10. Are you in agreement? Do you at least agree with those 10 matches?
I think it's 2 debatable. For top 10, like there's 3 debatable. Like you talking about top 10, like these are the best. I think
Hey, that's what WWE said. They said these they said these are the best ones.
I'm thinking
And they put out 50, but they said it's
off
the
top
top
of my
10.
head, like this is a lot to kind of trying to think back to. I don't think Warrior anything can be the best.
I'm gonna
If
agree and disagree with you.
I'm saying as
because
far as are we what are the criteria? Was it like
see, right before you got on, I asked the same question. I said, "Well,
because if you talk about
some of these are
aura
just
and allure
right,
and the show, it's a lot of BS that could make it to that part of the list because it's WrestleMania, right? It could be this huge grand thing. But as far as wrestling, I don't know. I have to think, but I don't think Warrior, like I don't think anybody has Ultimate Warrior in like the top 10 performance in ring because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's not no secret he wasn't the best in ring, but as far as aura, character, and larger than life presentation, he might be top 10 all time just in that alone. You know what I'm saying?
right. So I kind of was asking the same thing because when you talk about the magnitude of a match, WrestleMania 6, Hogan Warrior, title for title, it's gonna be very hard to top. Like I have it in the top 10.
They didn't have
The
Hogan Andre in the Silver Dome in there.
They had it at number
That's not a top 10
8. They
match.
had it at number 8. They had it at number 8.
Okay,
They
because
had it at number 8.
that was the passing of the
That
torch.
was the
That was a
moment.
big moment.
That was a big moment. And sometimes the moment overshadows
The
the
moment
match.
can be bigger than the match, absolutely. So
And
I don't know
so
what the criteria were, but that's not a bad list. That's not a bad list at all.
I don't like it as a top 10. I'm gonna be honest, brother.
I don't
I
remember.
don't like it.
Was that Ronda Rousey's debut, or was her debut the tag match with Triple H and them?
I'd have to get my years right on that one. Because them
I think
30
her debut
years,
might have been a
20,
tag.
them 25 through 35 is like I'll mix the fuck out of them. Because I
Yeah,
didn't watch
so
wrestling so consistently like I do right now. I watched it. Then I take like a month off. Then I'm watching it. Oh, I'm tapped in for 2 weeks.
Steamboat
I'm watching for three
Savage
weeks.
belongs in his top 10. Classic.
Just who?
I said Steamboat Savage belongs in his
Yes.
top 10.
Yes.
Stone Cold Bret Hart belongs in his.
Absolutely, man.
That might be the
And,
greatest WrestleMania match of all
and
time.
if anyone tells you otherwise, you have to literally question their wrestling
That
acumen.
might be the greatest match of wrestling match to me because it had everything. And
They even had a special ref.
We saw Stone Cold pass out, and we never saw that before. That was like I was really concerned for him as a kid. Like, yo, he passed out. Like I was
You
shook.
know, you know what's crazy? Because it's funny you bring that up. They had the perfect, like the aura of the match. You had Ken Shamrock. At this time, he is what Brock Lesnar got to. Like, but before the this Ken Shamrock hadn't wrestled yet. He was just known for the UFC, the world's
World's most
baddest. No,
dangerous
I think he was the
man.
most dangerous man. That was his mo. He was one like when you thought UFC. Then this is before the way Dana White got it running. It was him, Royce Gracie, Dan Severn, top three, easy. And you don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Not with them.
Nah, Shamrock was legit.
Uh, uh, I think him being the ref added to it. I think the double turn. Stone Cold goes in as a heel, comes out as a babyface. Brett goes in as a babyface, he comes out as a heel. Like the whole psychology of the match changed. Who they wanted you to look at and vote. Like you know what I'm saying? That it could be
Cook-
number one,
they cooked my wife beater. They cooked my hat. Hey, Wednesday night
bro. I
war,
seen
baby.
it. That's what threw me off. Like when you see me take that long.
See, Polo, that's how your stock drop right there in the draft. You know what I'm saying? But
No, that
now,
shit. Oh, it's funny as hell. I also disagree. I don't care about Ronda Rousey. Period.
you know
Not in the
what?
sense of
Just
like,
you know what? Let's just read 1 through 20, and we're gonna say yes or no because I want to see how deep they cut with some of these matches.
okay, fair enough, right? So I finished 10. I finished 10, right? 10 was Ronda, Becky, Charlotte, WrestleMania 35. Number 11. This shit crazy. Number 11. Brett versus Owen at 10, WrestleMania 10. Which Yeah, but when I'm like, what's ahead of that? Okay, my answer is no.
So should that be higher or lower? That's what I'm gonna ask you after you read these. I'm gonna say higher or lower.
Higher,
Okay.
higher. Number 12. This list is fucked up, bro. Number 12, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. Higher.
I think 12's not a bad spot because it could be on either side of 10. It could be on either side of 10 because it's a top 10, but when you start listing matches, it might get pushed down. So 12 for that's not, I don't think it's a bad spot because I'm sure some other things we're gonna say belong higher, lower. But again, that's something I forgot about.
Yeah.
But classic match, classic moment.
Classic moment. Classic moment. The Rock. Oh shit. The Rock versus Stone Cold WrestleMania 19. This is number 13. So that's the trilogy match. Then
And that's the second Rock Austin match on this list, right?
yes,
See,
but
that's where it's gonna get tricky when they start hitting you with the duplicates.
yeah, yeah, and they got three. Just
And
like Triple H and
they're probably
Taker
all three
got
gonna be
three.
on this list, is what I'm saying. So
I'm just trying to think. Is that the one? WrestleMania 19. That's Shawn versus Jericho. I believe that's the one where Stone Cold goes off of Vince.
mm,
It is the one where he goes off of
yeah,
Vince.
the turn. So I think that's okay where it's at.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Brett versus Shawn Michaels Iron Man match WrestleMania 12. I'm throwing that higher for me.
That goes up. That goes up. Yeah, that's better. What number is that?
14.
Yeah, I think that deserves a few spots up.
Number 15. Hogan Warrior WrestleMania 6.
I think
I think I'm
that's flat. That's even because again, that's the 80s. That's the aura. That's the bigger than life matches and persona. So I think that's flat. So I think that's a good spot.
Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair WrestleMania 39. I don't I
I
don't think
don't
it get pushed
remember
to the top
Rhea
10.
and Charlotte having great in-ring chemistry.
Yeah, I don't push that up. I don't push it up. Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Number
wrong.
17.
Correct me, chat, but I don't remember Rhea and Charlotte having great in-ring chemistry. Not saying they didn't have a good match, but I don't think the chemistry was there.
I thought their match was good, but it's
So
hard for me to
that one's we even on that. Okay.
yeah, it's hard for me to say, but to push you in the top 10 out of 40 WrestleManias, and least the match, the WrestleMania with the least amount of matches that I think of off the top of my head is WrestleMania 12. It only had 5. So
Sound
that's a
like
lot of
current
options.
day, the current day business model. So where we at after
Hey,
that?
that's where Triple H made his debut. He got squashed by the Ultimate Warrior. Not his debut, but his WrestleMania debut. He got squashed. Ultimate Warrior ate that pedigree and sat right up and beat the shit out of that dude. That dude was embarrassed. Yeah. He also came out with Sable, I think, at that WrestleMania. Number 17. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 19.
Then when Brock almost died and broke his neck.
Yeah, the shooting star. Yeah. I don't want to laugh, but yeah, that's
Good match. I I think it's flat. I don't think it goes a little higher, lower.
Rock Austin 17 is the best match between the two of them, hands down. I have to rewatch the three to see.
Yeah, that's the thing. I gotta
I
watch some of this again, but that's what WrestleMania week make you do. It make you go back. You know what I'm
it
saying?
makes you go back. I know one thing ain't on this list. The Undertaker versus Jimmy Snuka at WrestleMania 8. Nobody
Wait.
want it? Okay.
Oh boy. I was wondering when
Nah.
Kurt Angle was going to enter the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. And we don't talk about that because number 18, I'm sorry. 18. Taker versus Triple H WrestleMania 28. That is the one with Shawn Michaels.
That's Miami. I was there. That that was flat. Because Sean's involvement made no sense. And it was so random throughout the match. I was there for 28 in Miami. So that one, yeah, that one kind of
They
belongs.
always try to hype it too. They're like the end of an era.
and Taker
Like
beat
what?
his ass and Shawn and walked out. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
nah.
never got that one. Number 19, Sasha Banks and versus Bianca Belair, 37.
At
Uh,
19, I would probably put that above the Rhea Charlotte match and maybe that triple threat. That was, from what I remember, that was a good match. I'm not saying
I
it
ain't gonna
deserves a
hold you.
different spot, but it deserves to be above those other names. And see, that's where the
Uh,
politics in this come in, because we don't know why they put these names where they at on his list. And I'm sure they didn't want to mention Sasha Banks in their top 10.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The more they can get away from her, the better for them, because then they're giving credence to another star in another company that
Right.
people go,
So maybe that's
oh,
why they put that. You can't not put that on there, but we're gonna put it down a little bit. But I think that one deserves to be above the other women's matches.
I can see that. I can see that. But not top 10. Here's an interesting one. Number 20, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Last year.
I was like, yeah, I don't
That's
have
not a
it there.
top 10 match.
I don't even have it at 20.
Yeah, it's not a top 10 match. It was a spectacle, a lot of storytelling. We had the interference, but it was, I don't think it's a top 10.
Because one, we didn't get that much Kurt Angle in here. And off the top of my brain, I mean,
I'm
yeah,
waiting to hear
Brock,
Kurt Angle's name. I'm waiting to hear He Who Shall Not Be Named name. I'm waiting to hear Jericho. I'm
bro,
waiting to hear
they'll
some.
never say he will not be named. Because WrestleMania 20 is fire. Yo, Polo, I got you, brother. We actually got two. We got a tequila and a bourbon. Over here, we got the waters.
Yeah, so yeah. I don't know. So you need to wake it up. It's Wednesday. We ain't used to going this early. Polo, we got to adjust with, you know what I'm saying?
Eddie versus Angle is not on this list in the top 20.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to
Kurt
hear Eddie. Like, his names I'm waiting to hear that we ain't even get to. We're starting to get a little repetitive, but let's go.
Yeah, that's the 20. You want me to keep going?
We could do the whole list if you want to, then do our predictions. Because there's some name. I'm waiting to get to some names I haven't heard yet, which is kind of odd.
Yeah. Okay, bet. The fuck just happened? Get back to the list.
Yeah, we could breeze through them. We ain't doing nothing but talking out with people. Wednesday night war. Yeah. Draft next week. Draft next week.
That's next
Get
week.
y'all suits ready. Draft next week.
Yo, I get up. I gotta wait. 21. Nah, they didn't mention Charlotte versus Rhea. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
had it.
Like 10. It's
I forgot.
number 10. No, it's
No,
like,
16.
yeah.
16. They had it at 16. We had 21. Her Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie. Now that was supposed to have been The Rock.
I
The
think
Rock
that
couldn't
was
do
the
it.
debut. I think that was, at what number is
That
that?
was her debut. 21.
I'm okay with that. Flat.
Followed by 22, Kurt Angle's versus Shawn Michaels at 21. You can move that one up for me.
That should be
For me,
above his tag match with Ronda Rousey. Absolutely.
yeah. The fact you put them back to back makes me immediately go, "What the? Are we serious?"
Great debut for
Ooh.
Ronda. Ronda Rousey has one of the best debuts in history from somebody who wasn't originally a wrestler. She took to, love her or hate her, she took to wrestling pretty quick.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I would definitely say she did pretty good. Um, no Eddie Guerrero yet. That's crazy. Yeah, I have not said his name one time, and that's crazy when you think about him versus Kurt Angle
Yeah,
in that
Eddie, we
huge.
hadn't heard yet. Been wild. We had
You know why? You know
just
why?
not just
Because they trying to erase WrestleMania 20, bro.
just not getting to Angle. I'm surprised I ain't hear Shane McMahon name yet.
Huh? What mess?
I ain't saying he had
Uh,
classics, but Shane, he became like the WrestleMania spot man before they got Logan Paul. So
it's funny you mentioned him. Your potential first rounder is is asking a question directly to you.
Whose debut was better? I don't remember Logan's debut. Who was his debut against?
Was it Rey Mysterio?
I don't remember Logan's debut, but I mean,
He battled Ricochet. He battled Ray. Um, I don't remember it now either. But I remember one thing I always said: he doesn't have bad matches.
nah, he's good. I really like Ronda's. I ain't gonna hold you. Ronda's was exciting. It was fun. It was something people wanted to see and didn't expect to see from her coming from all we knew her as was a UFC fighter. You know, the baddest woman on the planet, taken to a new thing, which is cool. But I know Logan has been training for wrestling, so that's kind of his thing. But I'm gonna go with Ronda. You gonna make me pick? I like Ronda's from what I remember. It was exciting and it was fun, and she got in there and got busy. So I'm gonna roll with the rowdy one.
Okay, fair enough. We're now at 23. This is a good pick. Undertaker versus CM Punk, WrestleMania 29. I think
Bro,
that's.
I was at 29. I don't remember that.
Wait a
I was
second.
at that's New York. I was at because 29 was New York, 30 was New Orleans, which was
Yeah,
I don't remember that. That's crazy. So I don't know.
24. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. I don't have this in the top
That's
anything.
in the words of not Chris Jericho, that shouldn't make the list. Like that, no, you
Yeah,
don't need Stone
I gotta
Cold
put that
on
down.
this list. Yeah, you don't need. He's on the list 4 times already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that I like that match, but I think that match went maybe 10 minutes too long.
I wouldn't. I didn't think that match was anything to ever say top 50. And I know that
Austin
sounds like a
gave
lot.
us, I think Austin gave us more than we bargained for, but I think it went a little too long. But yeah, that I don't. That's definitely should be. I'm sure it's
To
something on
come
this
up,
list that could be moved up.
you know what's crazy? When you come up with a top 50, right? A lot of times you think 50 is a lot, but you've had 40 WrestleManias. That literally is the best match off every card, plus some
Something
matches, some
else.
WrestleManias having two. You know what I'm saying? WrestleMania 10 is a perfect example. It had Brett Shawn ladder. I mean, Shawn Razor ladder and Brett Owen. You know what I'm saying? And some people may even have Brett Yoko on that because Brett beats Yoko.
That's a big match.
Um,
Big match.
yeah. So it's like 50 is not a lot when you already have 40 options and so many matches a night. You know what I'm saying? Because the Seth Rollins cash in was crazy on that if that would have been in the top 10, we'd have known exactly why.
All right, let's
We
roll.
wouldn't have
Let's
been
keep
mad.
going. Let's see. It might be on the list. I don't know.
I just got disgusted. I looked at the list way far down and seen a name like how in the fuck.
Let's go. Let's just do it. Let's hit the gas a little
All
bit.
right,
Get through this.
all right. So 25 is Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 8. Not mad at it. I'm gonna keep it flat for me.
Not mad at that at all. Shout out to Roddy Piper, somebody I loved as a kid.
Somebody, and that was for the Intercontinental title, man. That shit was
And They
good.
Live
Vinny,
is a
what up? What
great
up?
movie. If you've never seen They Live by Roddy Piper, watch They Live. I think we should watch that on Hall Preasy and do a breakdown one day, HB. We should
You want to
watch,
do it?
we should, on Hall Preasy Universe, which is your other channel, we should watch movies made by wrestlers and do a breakdown. I think that'd be cool.
We might have to. Some movies we ain't doing though.
Oh, we ain't doing all the Marines.
I ain't. Good, thank you.
Hey, we on the other half of the list. Shout out to Vinny, just pulled up.
26. Undertaker versus Shawn, WrestleMania 26. So they had Shawn versus Taker at WrestleMania 25.
Any
This is
duplicates, I'm just gonna roll by because it's another
the
duplicate.
second one is where Shawn got retired. The first one is where he pulled the cameraman, who was actually Jimmy Snuka, in the way, and Undertaker almost broke his neck. I I would put it up higher, but not in the top 10. Me personally, because that was
Yeah,
back to
Vinny,
back.
you just got here. For everybody that's just getting here on Wednesdays, Wednesday. It's the official Wednesday Night War. Me and HP, that's what we doing. Our talk, our battle, our draft, everything we talked about with the new tier, the transfer portal, where we drafting y'all and gonna make y'all part of the show. That's what Wednesday's gonna be. And we thinking about 8:15 Eastern time is a good spot for us. And if that's a good spot for y'all, let us know. Because when we do the recaps gonna kind of go late because we do it after the show. We want to get this done a little bit early. So 8:15-ish Eastern time is the sweet spot where HP is available. I'm available. So if that works for y'all, let us know because we doing the Wednesday Night Wars. Right? It's official. This is the first episode of Wednesday Night Wars. We're going through the WrestleMania top 50 list by WWE that they put out saying if we agree, disagree, how we feel about it. But yeah, Vinny, you pulled up late. You know why? Because you didn't know. But now you know. Y'all gonna start seeing the teasers and the reminders every Wednesday to pull up to the Wednesday Night Wars because when you get drafted, you got to come to work, baby, and talk that talk. So, yeah. 27. What? 27, right?
Yeah. um, I fucks with this. Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 5. How you feel?
I don't remember the match.
Yeah, dude, that was Mega Powers Explode.
That's when he took
Uh,
Elizabeth to the back, right?
yeah, well, that's not when he did it, but that's what started the
Yeah.
bullshit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I think it's flat where it's at though. I don't think it's in a bad spot. Number 28, Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, WrestleMania 30.
I was there. That was the Yes Movement match that got him to the title match.
Yeah, I could put it up a little bit.
Higher, a little higher, definitely a
A
little
little
higher.
higher. I think, yeah, I think that
That was
was,
a big moment. The Yes Movement was crazy, but again, politics as usual. Wow, they probably don't want to be mentioning DB like that. DB and CB.
they facts. Tookie Mills, what up? What up? What up? See you in the chat over on Instagram. 29, Undertaker versus Edge, WrestleMania 28.
That was Miami too. No, that couldn't have
You
been
have
28.
29.
Yeah, that couldn't have been 28. 28 was Triple H Undertaker, Miami. And Edge retirement was 27. Atlanta.
Get these numbers right. I'm just reading it off a list. So if this list is wrong,
Dang,
then I'm.
WWE, how you wrong, WWE?
But I read it perfectly. Yeah, I mean,
I think it's flat.
uh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure there's gonna be a lot of Taker on here because he had a match at the past 23 WrestleManias.
Yeah, but a lot of his matches ain't in top nothing, bro.
Here we go with this again. We ain't gonna do it tonight. We're gonna probably say when we get these teams rolling, we're gonna take it there. Get these verses popping.
Got you. That's fire. Number 30, the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, WrestleMania 39. That was a main event match. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm not like mad at it. It's like you might be able to move it down. I'm pretty sure I can because this,
It's
but
it's interchangeable, yeah.
yeah, if it didn't make the list, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have been like, you know what's crazy? I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have said nothing. Number 31, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch, WrestleMania 32.
Another triple threat?
Another triple threat. I'm okay with this one.
Yeah, that's probably okay where it's at.
There we go. And then WrestleMania, nope, I'm sorry, 32. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan versus Bautista, WrestleMania 30. That's your main event.
Say it again.
This Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan versus Bautista, WrestleMania 30.
30, yeah. That's a good match.
I think for me it's the moment too that makes me go. I want to push it up because I felt
I
like that
still have
moment
my
was great.
newspaper from the morning after that I picked up at a gas station in Louisiana with Daniel Bryan. He was on the front page of the newspaper in Louisiana. And I still got some of the confetti that fell that night. So I remember that. That's when the streak got ended. That was an interesting
Yeah, WrestleMania
Um,
30 was crazy.
yeah, interesting mania.
Yeah. And speaking of that, number 33, we got Savage and Flair at WrestleMania 8.
That can go up.
You want to put it up?
That can go
Should have
up.
even been that. That should have been Hogan versus Flair, and WWE fucked us. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another time. Near fall, maybe. Number 34, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24.
That's the retirement match, ain't it?
Don't hate Flair, y'all. You know how I feel about them
That's the
championships. I ain't
retirement
gonna get.
match, ain't it?
Yeah, it is his retirement match,
I'm sorry.
and
Come
he kicked
on.
his fucking lights out. Hey, Flair getting kicked out like that, I'm okay with it.
You move it
I'm
up.
okay. I move Flair up. Flair to sleep. I might be a little biased. Have you seen that since a few days on Twitch? 46 months. Brother, I don't know what you're talking about on Instagram. And I just pressed the what the fuck did I do? There it is. But I'm sorry, then the super kick is crazy. I love it. Flair is a GOAT. Sure, he is, but number 35, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. That's where Kofi
Kofi won. I think Kofi
yeah,
retained his title.
I don't know if that's a super great match. I don't remember being like, yo, that shit was fire. I
Yeah.
just don't I just you know what I'm saying? I think some of these matches now you're getting to the point where they're like,
Yeah. You
you
got to
know,
fill the list out. Yeah, let's
yeah.
breeze through because we got some predictions to get to, and this is a lot riding on these predictions. The first pick in the draft, I got to get my card right. Hey, Polo, I might need you in the chat to help me with these predictions. You know what I'm saying?
Polo, non-violence, non-violence. Bret has whoa. Flair has more classics than Bret. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely not. You can't even name classic Flair WrestleMania man. First of all, Flair. In fairness to Flair, he hasn't done that many
He didn't have
WrestleManias.
many WrestleManias.
Yeah, he was in WCW. He was in the NWA.
Charlotte had more WrestleManias than Ray.
And if you combine them, they still don't got more classics than Bret
And
at
then it
WrestleMania
wasn't Flair's prime wasn't
and
Flair's,
WWE.
yeah, his best stuff was outside of the company.
Yeah, if he would have been in WWE in his prime, it would have been a different story. It would have definitely been a different story. But WWE was still doing territories at that time, so um, I'm almost like through with this list. I mean, it's laughable. They got Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at 33. I don't think they have anything from WrestleMania 20.
Just read them off. I ain't gonna say yeah and they just read them. I just want to hear it. If anything
Bet.
shocks me, I might say something though.
36, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, 38, WrestleMania. 37, Triple H versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 27. 38, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 20.
But that's crazy. At 38,
At 38, it don't
listen,
basically saying it almost didn't make the list.
that's wild.
39, Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 39. That's an Intercontinental title match.
That was a good
40,
match.
that shit was, and Eddie versus Kurt was crazy. Once that's at 38, your validity's gone, WWE. Your validity's gone. Number 40 though. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 31. That's one where Seth cashed in. Yeah. Undertaker versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36.
That's the Funhouse match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was that weird
The
shit they did.
cinematic. And
Mick Foley versus Edge, WrestleMania 22. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23.
this the first John Cena match that we've heard on this list.
I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it is, bro. I don't see a single John Cena. Yeah. John Cena almost didn't make the list, y'all. By WWE standards, too. That's crazy. 44, Seth Rollins versus Triple H, WrestleMania 33. 45, Undertaker versus Bautista, 20, WrestleMania 23. 46, Mr. T and Hogan versus Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. That's 46.
That's
47,
WrestleMania 1, ain't it?
yeah, it's WrestleMania 1. 47, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at WrestleMania 33. 48, The Rock versus John Cena at WrestleMania 28. 49, Sting versus Triple H, WrestleMania 31.
I knew that
And
match was
last,
gonna be on there.
had to, WrestleMania or number 50, Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 38. That's
Hey,
that's
y'all
that's
didn't need to do 50 WWE. I think it got to the
that's
point where they just had to put names on there because that list is terribly out of order. I think they put it in chat GTP and said, make a
it's,
list.
and that's what happens. That's what happens because that list is bad. When you talk
Hey,
about top 50, that list is bad. The fact that you gave me Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle at 38.
I know he's the cloud that hangs over the wrestling world, but Chris been watching me on the list. But
WrestleMania 20. They try to avoid even using WrestleMania 20. They didn't have HBK versus Y2J on there, so you
Y2J didn't
know
even make the list. Damn,
no he
Y2J, you didn't make the list. Yeah, it's a lot of names when we go back. It should some matches that they missed, but that's their list. So hey, that's crazy.
yeah. I'm gonna say it like this. I think it's some bullshit. The top 10, debatable. I don't agree with her top 10. However, it's not really bad. But mm-mm. I just can't. I'm looking at this Hall of Fame too. They got Undertaker inducting Michelle McCool, Shawn inducting Triple H. I'm be honest, I'm not feeling this year's Hall of Fame class like that. Like I think Triple H is a great selection, but and I know I feel like they're shitting on Lex Luger with no toilet paper. Um, Lex Luger is an icon, and when you're talking about it, I get anything y'all talking about. He messed up on, but he's wrestled. He was part of the Monday Night Wars. He was historic, um, and it's kind of just being glanced over.
Yeah, they're
Like
not talking about this Hall of Fame is weird because they're not even talking about it. Like this
it's
Hall
just
of
Triple
Fame
H.
is not being even when they announced it, they're not mentioning this Hall of Fame at all. It hasn't been mentioned really on Raw outside of the announcements of who's getting inducted. SmackDown normally when they do the Hall of Fame and roll it out, they roll it out weekly and remind you who's getting in. They normally do video vignettes. It's normally a bigger production. This year, they said Triple H, named everybody else, and they really haven't spoken about it.
They just keep doing Triple H vignettes. Every episode I've watched a Triple H vignette. You know what I'm saying? And
Michelle
the people
McCool,
going,
love her, hate her, she deserves or not. She's going there, should be talked about, right? That's just another way to get the Undertaker on the screen. The natural disasters, that they were a big
they
deal.
should be talked about.
Lex
They
Luger's
should
a
be talked
big
about.
deal. Like this Hall of Fame, and I heard Kamala's getting in like the other wing. Like they're not even talking about this Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, it's just one guy. They're talking
And
about
then
one
they
guy, bro.
added the whole moment with Bret Hart and Stone
Stone.
Cold. So
And then it doesn't make your number one. So think about this: your first moment you induct is your number two, but the two guys inducting the people you get in there are right there, Shawn and Undertaker. So
crazy. Crazy. So that's the list. I'm pretty sure the chat they feel how we feel about it. Some things could have been moved around, done a little bit better, but who knows? You ready to get to these predictions, HP?
whoo.
Pull up night one, pull up night two. Let's get it.
Let me go ahead and get this. Let me go ahead and get these list of matches. Matter of fact, I need
Wise
a pen.
man in the chat. I might be coming to you. You know what I'm saying? What they call it when you talking to the college
Cheating
recruits
already.
and you ain't
Nigga,
supposed to?
that's you.
What they
I
call
forgot
that?
what that. Yeah. Cheating though. You ain't supposed to do that with the
I
talent.
ain't cheating. I'm just saying I could get a little advice from my wise man. Be mad because you don't have a wise man.
We gonna find out if he wise. He might not be a wise. He might be setting you up for the okie doke.
Oh man. Oh man.
Did you ever consider that, good
You
brother?
said they have a WrestleMania Rose? Man, it's a I'm gonna say this, and this might be a super unpopular opinion why HP pull up the cards for night one and night two. I think they're doing entirely too much with WrestleMania this year. It's overkill. It's like when you go to a restaurant and the menu has so much on you can't make up your mind. They doing a lot with WrestleMania this year.
I agree.
It's over. I'm not even there, and it's overwhelming. I know Gamage and DNA. They already in Vegas. They're doing Wale Mania tomorrow. DNA getting back on the battle stage. So if you're in Vegas, check out Wale Mania. Part of the gang is there. They're doing WrestleMania World. I know they're linking up with Stone Cold at some point. So they're doing some things over there. I just got back in town from traveling and shows and whatnot. So I wasn't really up for the travel and the hustle and bustle because it's a lot going on this week. It's too much. They got WrestleMania World, all the shows, plus everything outside of that. It's a lot going on with WrestleMania.
every time I seen this card, and now I can't find the card.
Oh, you scared?
Google it. I should just chat GPT it. Uh, WrestleMania 41 card. There it is. WrestleMania
Yeah, Samantha
41.
gonna be there. Yeah, that Wale Mania card is tough.
All right, bet. And this has the night one, night two. Wait, what the fuck is this? This ain't it.
What the
These
fuck's
niggas thought
that?
they was funny. I almost went with it. I almost started saying some wrong shit. I almost started saying some wrong shit. Motherfuckers would have called me out in the chat. We're gonna go off Yahoo Sports. God damn, it's got so much. One, two, three, four, six, seven.
Zell, you doing a lot of talking for somebody who never showed up to a battle. I ain't forget. We record this. You doing a lot of talking for somebody who didn't host. I had the
Oh, let me
clip
go get a.
loaded for you, son, and you never showed up. So
I
whatever
remember
you
that.
say, you talking to yourself, partner, because I was ready. You ain't show up to the fight.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna go grab this pen
Zell
and
was
paper.
gonna get these bars. Now he come back talking, popping like he showed up. Nah, we had it set up. We're supposed to do it. You ain't show up. I might be 0 and 5,003, but I'm really 1 and 5,003 because I'm taking the dub from you. So you didn't show up. So nothing to talk about. So get your jokes off. It's cool. That's fine. Vinny, you was there. It was supposed to be Vinny and Zell versus me and HP or whatever, or
Fact.
somehow it became a one-on-one, 1v1, and I was ready. Zell never showed up. So it's Wednesday
Wait,
Night Wars. And we could run it back if you want to, but you got to show up this time.
Wednesday Night War.
You got to show up.
Ooh, oh man.
Your girl ain't the only girl that's pregnant. You ain't the only one with obligations. Excuses. Excuses. All right, bro. I don't see your comments no more. Excuses. You got jokes and excuses. That's your name from now on. Jokes and excuses. Jay, that's what I'm gonna call you. Jokes and excuses. Jay. So shout out to Jay in the chat.
Shout out this Jay in the chat.
Everybody wants shine to the light on them. Then what? Then you go missing. Come on, bro.
Night one. We got I guess we Jade and Naomi. I got Archie. I'm gonna do Archie's picks. on this side, and then I'm gonna do mine on this side. Jade and Naomi.
Hold up, let me before we get into this. Nah, Vinny, them lights too bright, dog. That dude can never stand on stages I stood on in front of people I stood in front of. I don't normally pop my shit, but when I got to, I got to. Until you do 50,000 people, don't tell me nothing. Until you show up for the battle you signed up for, don't tell me nothing. Talk about my hat, talk about me being light skinned, but talk about the facts that you put out a challenge. I accepted, you didn't show up. You got to live with that. That's it. WrestleMania card.
We talking about Jade. We talking about Jade and Naomi.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Jade and Naomi. I'm
I
gonna go with Jade Cargill.
I gotta
I'm
go
gonna
with
go.
Jade Cargill too.
Okay, okay. I see. I
See,
think I
we
might see
can't
what
be
you're doing.
breaking even. Make HP mad and Beige Rage. That's what we doing on Wednesday Night War. It's all
Oh yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I got it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? We can't do predictions without the page rage. He should be tapped back in. I think he pressed the wrong button. I seen him go like this, so I don't know what the hell just happened. There he goes.
Yeah, my bad.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
There we go.
I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here. I'm here.
So we both got Jade. Bomb. This night one too. Rey Mysterio versus El Grando Americano.
Zell, stop the excuses. You were gone for months. Now you name calling and cursing because you got called out. It's okay. You can't take the heat. Get out the kitchen, bro. You like to crack jokes, but you don't like to be joked on. So we could keep this cool or not keep it nothing. I'm just saying you put out a challenge. You didn't show up. You didn't say nothing. And if you was in the hospital, I hope everything's cool with you. If your girl's pregnant, I hope you have a beautiful bouncing boy or girl, healthy, all that. You know it's all love over here. I'm just stating facts. That's it.
And god damn it, I just want to know Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that's all I'm saying, bro. It's like I've been reading the comments all night, and that's cool. But when I address something, people getting their feelings. This ain't the place for you, partner. That's it. But I hope everything
Yeah,
is good with you and your family and all that. So,
absolutely. I definitely wish the best. Uh, but we still gotta get to these picks.
oh, let's get through the picks, man. I'm
We
moving
still
on.
gotta get to these picks.
I'm Drew Brees. I
Uh,
threw an interception. I'm moving on to the next play.
because one thing, Zell, he has returned.
Oh, he's
So
back.
everything must be all right. Hopefully, better than it was. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know
So,
what? I might draft Zell, and we might become the best of friends. Attitude ever bringing people together.
hey, notice Zell is in the draft. You see the little squiggly thing next to his name? It's green. He is draftable. He
Hey,
is very, very
he
draftable.
gonna pull an
You know what
Eli
I'm saying?
Manning on me. I don't want to play for that team. It's
Nah,
all
that's good.
good.
That's good. That's good. It's all love. It's all love.
Wednesday Night Wars, baby. Oh yeah, where we at? Rey Mysterio and
Rey
who?
Mysterio and El Grande Americano. Pause. That shit crazy. That's a
Rey Mysterio gotta win this WrestleMania match, right?
I'm going El Grande.
I'm.
You can't keep doing Chad Gable dirty.
It's not Chad Gable,
That tattoo on his back Monday did.
bro. It would
That's.
really suck if Rey Mysterio did the job at WrestleMania.
I think he needs to. I think he needs to.
Bro, that would hurt
Chad
my
Gable.
heart. That would hurt my heart, bro. If Rey Mysterio did that.
If Chad Gable beats Rey Mysterio, I think Chad Gable needs to go after whoever becomes
If
the
El
Intercontinental
Grande
Champion.
wins this match and he unmask, should he unmask or keep the gimmick going?
That's a good question.
I would unmask and be like, I told you I did it. Then everybody like, yo, we knew it was you, Chad, the whole time.
You know what'd be funny is if it's not Chad, right? Even though it is Chad, but it's if it's not Chad and Chad comes out the back and Rey Mysterio be like, "Who is this?" and it's like Ray Phoenix or some
You
shit.
know what? I'm rolling with Ray. I got to roll with Ray, man. So
Ray's legacy is already hurt. That man don't win no big matches no more. They put him with the LWO. That tells you everything they need to know.
all right. So what's next? Okay, so we already split.
We already split. We got to split right there. You know what I'm saying? So boom. United States Championship, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. When we
This is a
do?
tough one.
Yeah. Does Jacob get a crowning moment at WrestleMania? Or the Solo cost him? Because Solo ain't on the card yet.
In my mind, Jacob Fatu can clean the floor with LA Knight. Like that shit. That's not even a like debate in my mind. But this is wrestling. This is wrestling.
I'm writing this down. I'm going with Jacob Fatu.
I'm going with 5-2 too, man. My wise man has spoken. I'm rolling with 5-2. I don't
The
think
wise
Jacob that's a big stage to put Jacob on to lose, unless it's some interference.
LA Knight won last year. He beat AJ Styles. And the first thing AJ Styles did is go challenge Cody Rhodes.
All right,
LA Knight didn't even get the
so
shot.
we
He
both
won.
got 5-2. All right.
They both got Fatu. Tag team championship, the War Raiders versus the New Day.
I got the New Day winning a tag team championship here.
I'm with you. I'm not trying to be funny, but it does nothing to keep the War Raiders. The War Raiders, like, you ever went to dollar store and you seen some shit, like, I might get it. They remind me of DOA, like that biker tag team they had years back. They're just not good to me. They're good, but if you make one division, then they're really good. Two divisions,
I
two
think the
on two different
War
shows.
Raiders would be superstars in any other company but the WWE.
I think WWE needs to go to one tag team for all the shows.
Because the War
Because
Raiders are,
Brax,
what was that
yeah,
team? They were in NXT, and they used to wear the face paint, and they was killing the NXT. When they made it to the main roster, flat. Like I can't remember the names, but yeah, and they had like a weird end of
it
the
said send
world
the
thing they
war
had going
to
on. So
NXT. I got New Day because the tag division really doesn't have any good heels.
I think it'd just be cool to see New Day with tag team, but then we'll have two black champions because the Street Profits. So
Oh, Triple H ain't gonna like that.
Triple H, Triple H ain't gonna like that.
When you say that, like, oh shit, like,
Now I'm rolling with the
nah,
New Day. I could see
you gotta
Kofi
go with
and
the New Day.
Xavier being heels, but they've never been heels with titles. So this would be the first
You
time.
also gave him a new gimmick.
So
This is how you do it.
yep,
I'm
I
just
got
mad
New
you
Day.
picked. I see Vinny, I see Zell. They all saying the same thing. Fatu and New Day. So it sounded like a lot. I was just about to say that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think we all on the same page with these last. So I'm trying to get away from Archie's picks though, because right now we only got one match that we need to maintain and see for control over the draft pick, first pick.
The first pick.
HPA, you know he ain't gonna like that. Uh, Women's Championship: Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
Mm. I've been on Tiffy time all year, and I'm not going to leave my girl right now. I'm rolling with Tiffany Stratton. Wise man, what you say, wise man? Who you got, HP?
I
Oh
normally like to
man,
say fuck Flair. You know what I mean? I don't even say fuck Flair. They say fuck Flair, but they say I say fuck Flair. But this ain't gonna be one of them times I say fuck Flair.
You rolling with the queen?
I'm
Oh,
rolling with the queen, bro.
woo. Dude, HP woo just now? Holy shit. Wednesday Night Wars got everybody doing act. I ain't
And
never seen you act like this.
Wednesday Night Wars, I'm about to go in and start making them badges too. Like that shit gonna be all legit. Yeah. Because man,
That's the end of night one?
this is not no. We still got
Oh,
two more matches, brother.
let, let's go.
All
I'm
right, my bad.
happy.
World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther, aka Walter and shit, taking on Jay Uso. Main event Jay Uso.
Is this the main event?
No.
What's the main
There's
event?
7 matches on each night.
But what's the main event of this one?
The triple threat with
Roman.
with Paul Heyman hanging in the
Oh
balance.
shit.
Yeah.
I wise man.
Oh, you
This is tough.
Ring general.
I gotta go with the ring general, Gunther.
I'm going with Gunther.
And only because of the card placement. This if the night ended with Jay Uso, I could see that place going crazy with him yeeting, but it's yeah. I gotta go with Gunther.
I like that choice. It's a good choice. It's safe. But it's just me, Oos. Day one shit. I gotta
Uh,
go with Jay. We gonna be eating. I can never see Rikishi again, and I've never seen him to begin with if I didn't pick Jay Uso.
yeah, that crowd gonna go
Jay,
crazy. That crowd gonna go
Jay Uso
crazy.
sells more shirts than Gunther any day of the week. We gotta put the gold. You know it's his entrance. You know he sells the merch. I think he'll have a 28-day reign though. I don't think that shit go past.
I told you all he need is 29 to say
Yeah,
my
that's it.
world
He'll be a
heavyweight title run lasted longer than my intercontinental title run.
title run. He talked with the bouncy ball. I hate that shit.
Okay, now how do we do this triple threat? How do we decide? Like, how does this work? What if we
I
both
mean,
wrong?
then it's a no. No one gets a
No, it
point.
don't count. Okay, all
Don't
right.
count.
So this could be the real swing vote state right here.
This is a swing state.
I'm
This is a swing
going wise man. What you think about the main event? See what my wise man got to say, man. This is tough because I've been rooting for CM Punk all year.
This match has a
Roman
thousand.
finally looks and sounds like the tribal chief again.
Yeah, that fuck you chant or he fucked up chant was crazy. And Roman embraced that shit. He's like, hey, Sacramento, I don't think he can hear you. I need
He
you to say that a little
finally
louder.
sounded and looked like Roman Reigns again, and he's not looked like that since he's really been back. He been getting hit with GTSs. People been lying to him. He finally got his aura back. But Seth Rollins been playing a sneaky game. Oh, Seth freaking Rollins is my pick to win this
Damn.
match. And I'm going to throw a curveball in there and say either Paul Heyman and Seth are going to link up or Seth Rollins is really joining The Rock some kind of way in this.
This brother done listened to me all these weeks on this podcast talk about this and stole my pick, y'all. Go back and watch the
I'm a
recaps.
heel. What do heels do? Lie, cheat,
I'm
and steal.
definitely picking Seth Rollins. I have told y'all that he will link with Paul Heyman, and that's the best thing for him because Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. I explained it all verbatim. I was always picking Seth. And Seth is gonna go into the next stratosphere after WrestleMania. Um, Seth freaking Rollins. Now that's funny because we have the same pick going into a triple threat.
I'll change mine. My wise man said OTC. I will gladly switch it to the OTC. I trust my wise man. So
You want to?
you
You
know
really
what?
trust him? Hey,
My
let
wise
Seth
man
Rollins
said
pull it off.
OTC. I'm going OTC. Give me Roman Reigns.
Okay, I'm putting it. I'm one line in through it.
One
One
line
line in
through it. Give me Roman Reigns. Because the wise
OT.
man Polo Fatu said so.
Yeah, we got some heat, y'all. You see that one line to OTC? You know what I'm saying? That's my man shit.
So we have to have the most out of both nights, or how we doing this?
Yeah, out of both
Okay.
nights.
All right, let's get to
Out of both
night
nights.
two then. Run through them real quick because I'm gonna forget what I said.
They gonna have the OTC lose 2 WrestleManias in a row. HP. Yes,
Oof.
yes, because he didn't lose 2 in a row. He did, but he didn't. Remember, he won night one last year. So that's the thing about like you know what I'm saying. They be night one, night two. So
I'm just trying to envision in my mind when the credits are rolling, who's gonna get that last camera shot?
so on here they don't have anything about Randy Orton versus anyone.
He's supposed to have a match.
Supposedly have a match.
I was going
So
Randy anyway because you don't have Randy come back to just lose at WrestleMania. Sorry.
we could probably just leave that one out as a freebie because I'm gonna say Randy too. And his match isn't listed on this Yahoo Sports page I'm reading, but I think Randy does have a match because he's been telling him I need a match at WrestleMania.
Somebody will pop out. We'll get it. But so run through them
Uh,
real quick.
so right now we got AJ Styles versus
No, I'm talking
Logan
about
Paul.
the night one predictions.
Oh, okay. So check this out. Night one predictions. We both have Jade Cargill over Naomi.
Cole.
Night next match. We both are split on Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I got Grande Americano, you got Mysterio. Jacob Fatu becomes the new US champ over LA Knight. We both have that pick. We also both say the New Day is going to become tag team champions. When it comes to the women, you have Tiffy Time. I have Charlotte Flair. Yeah, that's why old boy's in her DMs. Don't forget that. When it comes to Gunther, you got Gunther. I got Jay Uso. I said we get out the building. And in the main event, you have the OTC. I have Seth freaking Rollins.
That.
Only thing that makes that a freebie is if
No,
CM
what's
Punk comes.
crazy? We've both been so high on CM Punk coming up to the Drew McIntyre feud, and we didn't pick him.
You didn't pick him.
I think it's.
I think
I would love it though, because that's the moment he won, and I think he earned it. But let's
someone's
go to
gonna run
night
in
two, baby. Let's go to night two.
as a backstory with already. Who you talking about? Randy's gonna run in with somebody. Nick Aldis. I hope it's not Nick Aldis, but it would be funny if it is.
I don't see how they even build that
There's really not much to build because
because
he's
Nick
just
has
right.
not wrestled since he's been in the company. But Nick can
Right.
go. Nick can go. Him and Randy probably
He
put on a hell of a
That's
match.
Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes. He can go. Cody, no.
All right, night
Uh,
two.
night two. AJ Styles and Logan Paul. That's interesting. I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna say AJ. I think I'm saying AJ. AJ's been looking weak against him. He's been face down to the pulverizer twice in a row.
Has Logan Paul won at WrestleMania?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of who he fought last year.
I don't even know if Logan. He's wrestled a lot though. I don't know if he's wrestled at. I'm sure he might have had a WrestleMania match.
No, he has. He was that last year's WrestleMania. I just can't think of who he faced. It was either Ricochet, Rey Mysterio. Um, shit, I can't even remember
You know what?
because he only had.
I'm going. I love AJ Styles. And he just came back from the injury. Logan Paul.
Mm,
Logan Paul.
I just thought about something that might. I should have changed my pick, but I'm not. I wonder if Karrion Cross makes an appearance in that match after the win. Logan, AJ got over him, but he's been pursuing AJ. Does he make a point in that match?
And then they get a thing at Backlash or something crazy.
Yep, and Logan Paul gets the win. So I'm wondering, like, I just thought about that because Logan Paul. So when Karrion Cross lost the match last night, that the punch, the phenomenal whatever punch or whatever, uh, SCB First Lady, what up? We see you in the chat. Uh, he fought KO and Randy. No, but at WrestleMania, who did he fight?
I
That's what we're
just could
trying to
see
remember.
Logan Paul winning in Vegas. I think that's the perfect place for him to win.
You're probably gonna get a win on this one, brother. Because when you say it like that, I watched Karrion Cross put his hands behind his back and purposely take that, like as a sacrifice.
That's like I don't
Uh,
understand how you
yeah,
have
Karrion Cross put his hands behind his back, like he did it on purpose. Like I'm sacrificing myself, and then yeah, it's
it's like I
Karrion
thought
Cross
this would be the
character.
perfect year to build a run for the Miz for something. You got somebody who's the must see TV, the most must see superstar, and they didn't do any. Just like the first Mania in like 17 years or something, Miz hasn't had a match. So I just
Don't
thought
be
this would have
surprised
been
if he does a pop out. Remember when Snoop Dogg laid him out?
unless
Because
Miz is the one Randy gets, feed him to Miz. Miz could
I don't
come
know
out and
about
say,
that.
"Hey, how do you have this in Vegas, right by Hollywood, and don't have the most must see there?" I hear for him something, but so I
I
got I
hear
got Logan.
voices.
I got Logan Paul.
All right. Sin City. I hate when you just name it after the city, but whatever. Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I don't even care about this match.
Drew McIntyre got to win, dog. I got Drew McIntyre.
We're not gonna split on that because I don't. After the year Drew had, Drew was the other MVP last year, and I don't think he needs to lose at WrestleMania. He's your best heel in the company right now, to be honest.
Damian Priest winning does absolutely nothing for nobody and nothing for the company.
Mm. Oh, they got some triple threat for the U.S. title. Oh, it was KO versus Randy versus Logan Paul last year?
See, I
My
don't remember
memory's bad.
that.
I don't. Yeah, my memory bad. Drew needs to get his get back. I agree. These are all some tough calls right now. Intercontinental Championship Fatal Four Way.
Mm.
Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Finn Balor.
Penta's not winning the title this soon, I don't think. But then this could be the perfect opportunity to put the title on Penta. Brian Breaker's star is rising. I said a few weeks ago, Brian Breaker was popular, but he wasn't over. Brian Breaker's over.
Braun Breaker's over.
Super over. So to take the title
That's
off
two
him would kind of
spears.
take the title off him now would be kind of crazy. But then this could be the thing that breaks up the Judgment Day because I said Finn can win the title and go on, or Dom beats Finn. There's so many ways this match can go. I really have no idea.
I literally, it's funny you say that. I really feel like there is no wrong winner. If I take all my personal items, there's no wrong winner. Because you definitely have a Judgment Day issue if one of them win. One person go, especially if Finn pins Dom or Dom
Or if
pins Finn.
Dom pins Finn.
Yeah. And this is an easy time to take the belt off Braun because Braun don't have to get pinned to be, you know what I'm saying? He don't have to be in the decision. So he
And
doesn't have to
Brian
take an L.
Breaker chasing you and just spearing the roster every week. would be amazing TV.
And that's what I think they're gonna do. Because, like you said, Braun Breaker has already shown his massive speed, literally. So now Braun Breaker starts literally chasing the title. He is literally going to run roughshod through the WWE, and then once he
Who
gets the
is the
title
most
run,
over person in this match? Is it Penta or
probably
Braun?
Penta. But if it's, I would say Penta, and Braun's right behind. Braun only got right behind because lately at the Royal Rumble, that spear to Ice Speed, and then that spear he did to fucking
Carlito, yeah.
Carlito took off. That shit
Hey,
pulled the
that's the
stock.
best thing Carlito did since he been back.
Hey, and then this week when Finn's like, go out there and get him, and fucking
He was
Carlito
like,
got in that
no.
walkway.
He turned his ass around. Let me see what the
He
chat's
is not
saying.
taking a part
Chat
two of
got
that.
Dom. Chat got Dom.
Does Finn
Dom.
Balor become a babyface? Does Dom stay heel or other way around?
Dom will never be a
SCU
baby
versus
face. Dom can't be a baby
not
face
for
if
a
he
long time.
he can't be a baby
It's
face if
gonna
he
take a
wanted
long
to.
time to get him out. I think he can over time, but golly, it's gonna take a long
Nah.
time.
Not if he's attached to Liv, because Liv's is a heel. So
Yeah. Him and Liv, they hate him because of the Liv thing. People still love Rhea, so it's always gonna be a
that's
fuck
another
Dom. You know what I
point. Will Liv and Dom have gold coming out of Mania? The golden couple? We gotta pick. I don't know. I really don't know. This is tough.
mean? We gotta pick. I don't know. This we can come back. We can skip it because this one
Finn
this is
deserves
worse than a triple
something.
threat.
Finn deserves something.
Finn definitely deserves something.
But I don't
He
know if
can't
this
keep
is
these
it.
men.
Dom is just like, you might not like him, but how could you not like him? He's just
Yo, I'm going Dom. I'm
you
going
going
Dom.
dirty Dom?
I'm going Dom. I'm going
Mm.
Dom. I think Liv gets involved.
Zeldin dropped the Steiner math in the chat. Oh, the Steiner math.
I read it and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? As soon
The
as he said the
Steiner math,
Steiner man.
baby. All right. I'm going to say not Finn. I would love it to be Finn.
The Steiner man. That shit is funny.
Is it too early to put gold on Penta?
Nope. Because they put it on Motor City Machine Guns.
And if Jacob went, see, that means Jacob, by the time we get to this match, that means Jacob would have fought, Jay would have fought, and it's another one title up for grabs.
Well, this is night 2. So you're talking about night 1s.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if the title changes on night 1 might affect night 2. But this is a tough one. You going down.
I'm going Dom. I think this is the toughest match because then it makes Finn obsessed. And I can see them rubbing it in his face, trying to tell him, we doesn't matter. We got the gold in the Judgment Day. Dom, Daddy, Dom, and Finn going crazy about that shit. And then they still gotta watch their back from Braun Breaker because Braun coming through. Where the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
I can see Brian doing that, and it only works if Dom wins, because
it only works if Dom wins.
Brian going after Penta like that makes no sense, right? Why you mad at Penta or at Finn? Dom might be the choice here.
Dom pinning Finn because he gets speared and then Penta
He
takes him out,
him out.
but he falls on Finn Balor and he gets like, you remember in NXT when Trick lost the title to Ethan Page
And he
and it was a
fell on
fatal
him.
4-way, and yeah, Trick hit they laid out Javion Evans, boom, Trick hits a trick shot on Ethan Page who falls on Javon Evans.
I'm trying to not pick Dom, but I think that's the only choice.
Oh, it's not the only choice, brother.
It's the only choice to keep the story
Cierto
going.
Mierda.
But Brian chasing Penta angrily makes no sense because Brian is damn near a babyface.
Braun is a dollar bill in the make. Like, Braun and Penta are $2. When you put them together, I think they didn't want to do a one-on-one with them just yet because I think they know. That's why I think they're like, we got to add something because we don't want to do it just yet because we can have them
Here's
fight
the
for bigger
question:
titles.
is Dominic Mysterio the only heel in this match?
Not Finn.
Finn's not it. He's not really a heel.
No one likes him. He acts heelish. Remember when he stole the key card to Liv's room?
Yeah,
He was
but He
He
kind of
was
like
thinking
a
with his.
shy stripper. Like he want to, but he don't.
Nah, I'm not going to WrestleMania. Um, is Gamaj going to WrestleMania?
I know Gamaj and DNA doing Wale Mania. I
They're
don't
doing
know.
Wale
But I
Mania.
don't know
They're
what's
out there
going
now.
on. I don't know what's going on. I just know I ain't
G's
that.
not doing it,
I just got
but
back
I
in
know DNA
town.
is in Vegas and Gamaj is in Vegas as we speak, literally. And I thought about it, but I'm not missing no more days of work because last weekend I flew to Jersey. Oh, he muted the mic. You know who he's talking to? He getting advice and shit. He asking Chat GPT. He asking his son, "Hey, come here." But this weekend might change that. Finn is a heel. Yeah, Finn is a heel. First lady. First lady. This I wish you was on either Instagram, not Instagram. You're on Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Because once again, at the bottom of the page, you see it that banner. Sign up for the transfer portal if you want to get drafted. We
Dominic
will.
Mysterio.
It's gonna
I
be
might have
crazy.
to go with Dom.
Y'all throw a watch party on the Discord 10 entry. I don't know how Discords run. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I've never. Maybe I could try it out. A watch party would be crazy. Look, he cheating, y'all. First he asked for people in the chat. Then he asked, look, he got side him. He got Vince McMahon next to him. He got Vince McMahon. But let me explain the draft while he's getting his side hustle. So once we get this right, every Wednesday we're gonna have different topics and different arguments and debates. And when we draft you, like you're speaking on behalf of your team, but it ain't just gonna be just me and Archie. Like it's gonna be y'all sometimes getting links dropped. So sometimes you might see a full, you might see some shit like this, and then it might be a bunch of y'all in here and this little I don't think y'all can see my mouse, but y'all in the middle part. You know what I'm saying? Filling it up. And me and Archie, we're just general managers. Or there are gonna be certain things where he got to get his whole team. He has to communicate with them. You got to use DMs and all that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's gonna be coming up on team, like on screen, and sometimes it might just be one. It might be because depending on how many people, we can't always. You know what I'm saying? It might be, hey, Archie got to pull his top three. I'm gonna pull my top three, and we're gonna do a 4-on-4. And it might be elimination type style. Boom, 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 boom. Get them up out of here. We pack. All I know is the click gonna pack a lot of motherfuckers up. That's it.
Oh
It's just
man.
what it is.
Since I can't
Um,
decide, I'm just gonna roll with Brian Breaker retaining.
it's not even a bad pick. It's just this
This can
match go.
go many ways. So I'm
Yep.
gonna just roll with Brian retaining. I would love to see Dom get the win. I would love to see Finn get something. Things a little too early for Penta, but I could see the whole Cero Miedo going crazy. His first WrestleMania, he wins a title. Like it's so many things that could happen. But since I can't decide, I'm gonna stick with the Steiner math. I'm going with Brian Breaker.
Zell, you getting drafted. Hey, everybody in the transfer portal is getting drafted. Like we're drafting a whole roster out, all members. Like you know what I'm saying? If you don't tap in, 'cause you're like, I didn't sign up for the transfer portal. I don't want to play. Like, okay, that's cool. Wow. But like you said, because we just came up with this, there were people who were already members. So you were automatically in if you had a higher tier. You're
If you want to
automatically
get drafted, you might not want to be part of the foolishness. But if you want to be part of the foolishness,
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
be part of
Now
the
you also
Wednesday night
you,
wars and get
you
on
might
here
be
and
like, look,
talk.
I'm cool with everything but being on screen. That's cool. Cause like I said, we gotta have DMs. We gonna have to like do a chat. I'm gonna have to get people's opinion. So if we have a thing, I have to represent. I can't make my own opinion. I have to have my team. We a collective, and I might pick the Archie. We might be like, yo, it's a triple. It's a 6-man tag. Bet I get to pick 2 people to come up with me, and we got to defend our points. You know what I'm saying? It might be some WWE Jeopardy where he picks 5 topics 1 week, and then you know what I'm saying that he picks the questions and answers, and my team got to go through it. And whoever you know what I'm saying, it might be and vice versa, and you getting
Or
your
we
own
might
team.
just get on here and just be talking some good talk. We don't know. We just know every Wednesday is Wednesday Night Wars.
Wednesday Night Wars. So, but we represent your team. You can't if you want to click, and I hear you over there. Some of the Horsemen got a point. The fuck they do? No, they don't.
We
No,
got
they
points
don't.
and fuzzy hats. What more could you
And
want?
then every so often we're gonna end up doing redrafts because depending on how many people keep coming in, you know what I'm saying. So we're
Might
gonna
be
have
some
to,
trades, might be, you know what I'm
might be
saying?
some
We don't
trades.
know. But yeah, so if you in the transfer portal, that's why it's called a transfer portal, and you want to get drafted, let it be known. If you don't want to be drafted, let it be known. Or if you can't make it, because like I said, Wednesday is the day. Wednesday at 8:15-ish is the time in the day. You might not be available. So if you're available and you want to be present and part of this, Wednesday Night Wars, that's it.
Hey, we might bring that battle to Wednesday Night Wars. It might be a pop up, but me and Archie can't be on the same team, so we might have to reconfigure some shit out for that. But
I
and
got
everything
bond
because
breaker.
hashtag fuck Archie is it's not fuck Archie, it's fuck the Four Horsemen 90 fuck Horseman 97. So that's the
Damn.
official hashtag. Don't come up here and say fuck Archie. You can't say fuck Archie no more. That's out. You gotta say fuck Horseman 97. You know what I'm saying? That has to be, you know what I'm saying? It's fuck the
Nah,
team.
we ride, baby. We ride, baby.
It's fuck the team. Don't be saying fuck the clique. But if you do, I know whose team you want to be
I
on.
see Vinny like to get his carrying cross on, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be. And it's in the middle of the week, so even if you got AEW, but the best part
And
about
like I
it,
said, it's early. We're gonna come on 8 p.m. Eastern, get it in, have a good time. Everybody gonna go to bed with a smile on their face. But yeah, what's
yes.
next, HP?
Um
And the draft is next Wednesday, and we're doing it live. So
yeah.
next
Yeah.
Wednesday, we're gonna say 8. We're gonna call it 8:30 because we're gonna give y'all time to get ready. Next Wednesday, 8:30, we drafting.
8:30, 8:30, bet
So
for
y'all
sure. Let's
got
say less.
until I'll say Monday. Monday is the last live before the draft. Monday, if you join after Monday, you might not be eligible because we gotta look at the names and figure out who eligible. So Monday for this draft is gonna be the cutoff. So if you're not in the transfer portal, get the
Hold on, hold
transfer
on, hold
portal.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You sure you don't want to give them till Tuesday? Just in case, because they see the raw, they be like, damn, that might hey, I need to wait till I get paid. Hey, let me borrow $2. Boom.
If you want to burn the midnight oil, that's on you, brother. I just figure it'll be cool to have a day in between to where we can actually look at who's in it and have
How
a
about this?
set.
We'll screenshot it Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday evening, me and you could look at these are the only eligible names, and then so now you know. So even if people join afterwards, they'll have to wait till the next draft. But
All
these will
right,
be
so
the
we'll
eligible
say Tuesday around 3 or so is the cutoff. We'll figure it out. We'll let them know Monday. We gotta get through this night too.
I can't fucking wait. Anyway, you're right. Women's tag match: Liv Morgan, Raquel versus Bailey, and the Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria.
I got Liv and Raquel.
Retaining.
Why would they put more gold on Lyra when they've not done nothing with the gold she has? And I think they just needed to put Bailey on a WrestleMania.
It's funny you say that because I have no intent of picking Lyra. You. I don't know if y'all remember my rant. Why is she not defending her title? She's the first, and instead you got her in this match with a non-real partner. Liv even said that on the wrestling. She said they're not a real during the gauntlet match they had to determine the winner. She was like, they're not even a real tag team. So, and there was already dissension in the ranks when Bailey lost to Lyra, and she wouldn't shake her hand, and then she did, and they had to tag. So yeah, I'm good. Bailey turns heel and attacks Lyra. I think you might be very good. That's very SCB First Lady. She has come over from Instagram. I see you. I see you. She was on Instagram this whole time. So if you saw me reading some randoms, you're like, where did he get that from? That's where I was getting it from. SCB First Lady 781. If you see
But
if you guys
Bailey
wonder how to
just came from her heel turn.
send her back.
In the back.
Send her back. Because Lyra ain't got nothing going on. She went to the Elimination Chamber to try to win a world title as IC champ. She's going for tag team gold, and she has like one or two.
Yeah, if
Like
Lyra didn't
she's doing
have
every
that
spot.
other title, I would say I might have went with them, but I don't. Why would you put tag gold on the singles champ who really hasn't been doing much singles work to take away from the singles work because she's doing tag work?
On an inaugural championship run too.
When that
Inaugural.
title
She's
should be being defended on WrestleMania.
yes, 100% agree. I don't give
So
a fuck what up. You could have kicked something else off, even if the match was better. You gotta give these matches and the U.S. title, Chelsea Green, same thing. Same thing. Make sure y'all check the memberships out. Check out the tiers if you want to get drafted to have some real fun. I know this though. There was talk about chains going out, little something, nothing crazy. Don't be thinking about some hip hop. Yeah, we getting blink. No, it ain't nothing crazy. There was t-shirt talk mentioned, and you know if it's me and Archie, it's a guarantee. We just need to make sure that we get everything right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not buying no Horseman '97 t-shirt, bro. Under no circumstance. There's no circumstance. You know what I'm saying? But under no circumstance. Just keep repeating that shit. That's all I can say. I 100% agree with you. I don't think so. We got 2 matches left. And we don't know the Randy thing. I guess the Randy will be a freebie. Because even if they give Randy a match, I'm picking Randy.
somebody's getting RKO. That's all we know. Maybe
Women's
see, and this is a waste because we was looking forward to seeing somebody get kicked in the head.
I need my shirt to say Zell on it.
He
It might
teased the punt. He was teasing us with the punt. We thought we was gonna see the punt. Now we don't get no punt.
when you say that, that's crazy because they definitely
That's all we wanted to see was Randy Orton kick somebody in the head.
them parlays hit again. Uh um yeah, whoever they put Randy in there with, whatever, Randy's gonna win. If he gets a match. If he doesn't, he's gonna have a moment. But now, last 2 matches. Women's World Championship match. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. Who you got? I'll tell you this. I don't think Io walks out as champ. You
If
think Io
Bianca
walks out as
loses, does this go against her WrestleMania streak? Because she's undefeated at WrestleMania.
damn, I feel like I should change that.
Unless it goes undefeated in singles matches. Because, I'm sure pretty sure Undertaker has lost at Mania.
No.
Not even
Not
like a
yeah.
tag or nothing?
Mm-mm. Not until Brock got him.
Wow. I'm rolling
But
with
they weren't really
Bianca. I think we might get a heel Bianca, and then they turn Jade babyface, and we get a Bianca Jade thing going on.
Rhea. You said you taking who? Bianca?
Bianca.
Mm, good pick. Good pick. I really feel like I should change mine, but nah, we're gonna hold on. Who takes the pin? Rhea. And in every case, Rhea takes the pin.
So you got Io.
And I got Io winning. I
I
got
got
Io winning.
Bianca.
So I do feel like I should have changed it because damn.
Io, I don't know because Io got a point to prove. Y'all overlooked me. Y'all been disrespecting me. I had to put on the shorts to put the cheeks out to get some attention. Look, y'all had me acting out of character, and y'all was disrespecting. But they treated Io bad these past 3 weeks.
Yo, they be mushing her out the way.
Bad. And I like this
I don't
kind
like
of heel thing Bianca doing. Reminds me of NXT Bianca. And then, Naomi's full heel now, so we might see the.
I think I
And
think you
then
gotta let
Bianca and
Bianca.
Montez will have titles at the same time. I just think that'd be dope.
I wish they would play on that too in the
Wait, the Street Profits not defending their titles at WrestleMania?
no.
Told you they won the titles. I haven't seen them since. But I'm rolling with Bianca. I think the streak continues.
Mm. And
I
last
like
but
Io
not
though.
least, night 2, main event. Cody Rhodes,
Burr, burr, burr,
John Cena.
burr. Burr, I don't think John Cena gets it done.
Damn.
I want him to.
You got Cody?
I don't know who I got just yet.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me
I
see what the
think I'm gonna go
chat's
with John.
saying. Chat, John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Who y'all got?
I think I'm going with John Cena.
Oof.
What's
When
best for business?
WrestleMania goes off and they say executive produced by Paul Levesque, who am I looking at? Am I looking at John Cena, who just mushed Ric Flair and walked out the ring and said, F
I'm
you,
going
old
John Cena.
man?
I'm
Or am
going
I
John
looking at
Cena.
Cody Rhodes trying to shake John Cena's hand and get kicked in the nuts?
John Rhodes. Who the fuck is
Cody Cena.
this match definitely rolls around Bianca, in my opinion. Whether she lose or win, it's not whatever happens going to involve her.
Yeah. Ooh,
John Rhodes.
man. This is tough. This is tough. You know what?
You got to pick one.
I think I'm going to roll with the son of the plumber. I don't know if I could do that, though. He right here on the wall. I got Cody Rhodes right here on the wall. I got John Cena right here on the wall. This is
Night
tough.
2 is the night that's going to break it open for me or you. Whoever's in the lead, it can all change on night 2. We have more difference of opinion on night 2 than night 1.
Vinny said chain gang. Polo said both. SCB First Lady said Cody straight up. I think Zell is either saying bye or giving us the you can't see me. I'm believing that's what that
He can't
is.
say you can't see me. He's saying John Cena. That's why Zell. That we thinking alike, brother. We thinking alike. I love it. I love it.
My only thing, see, SmackDown hadn't happened yet. I think SmackDown might be real telling with this match in particular because Cena's scheduled to show up and he wasn't scheduled before.
Right.
Man, a lot
We
of John
had
Cena's in the chat.
we had that conversation too about John Cena has no more appearances before Mania. That's crazy. So
Does he have appearances after Mania? That's the question. And they already got Randy Orton's face plastered on a Backlash poster.
yes, sir. Which and John, you know what's funny? That doesn't help me pick a winner because Randy Orton is perfect for both men to challenge.
And he got
He
history
is
with both
perfect.
men. He got history
Yes,
with both men.
yes. So it's like it doesn't help me.
And that
You know
could
what
be
I'm saying? It's
Randy's thing. Well, something was missing from WrestleMania. So I deserve, you know what I'm saying? Randy could just talk his way to a match.
yeah, easily. Easily.
You
I
know
hear
what?
voices in my head. They come for me.
Since
They
I picked Jay
understand.
Uso to lose, I think the other big moment's going to be Cody Rhodes beating John Cena at WrestleMania. He needs it.
Mm.
He needs it. So yeah, I'm rolling with the son of a plumber. Dustin's little brother.
The son of a plumber, huh?
Gotta roll with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
Yo, so let me go over these night 2 predictions. These night 2 predictions, yeah,
Not easy.
we've
Not
had
easy at
battles.
all. Not easy at all.
We've had battles before, but this goes for the number 1 pick. And let me tell y'all something. I already see Holo trying to be on what's that team name? The Horsewomen? Horsewomen 97. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Some people
you
just
know,
not used to excellence, man. Come on. Horseman 97 is better than the Do-Rag Daddies. That's all I know.
I'm gonna buy my squad do-rags and bonnets.
I would rather
And
see
give me
Cody
first lady.
versus
Let me tell you about
Randy
that draft.
versus
Sign up for the transfer portal. It'll truly be the most interactive thing wrestling. It's gonna be yo all week. We get to all chat, link up, blah 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 through DMs. Boom, this what and whatever it is, and the hymns. Yo, Gamaj didn't say he wanted it.
He say, I don't know if he wanted a team or not. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of prayer. You got to be very interactive, very talkative. Archie, very talkative. Myself, very talkative.
Lamaj got
Do
the
rag,
Blue Chew crew.
yo, the do rag douches. And with the
Yeah.
first pick, how I
Yeah,
sign up
so
is easy. Walk you guys through it real quick. I'm actually do it on my Well, I'm already a member, so but I'm ineligible because I got a team. But if you go on to YouTube and you guys are already there, which makes it great. If you go into the Attitude Era podcast, um, how do I? Okay, if you go to where the name is of the, if you go where the name is, where it says 12.1K. Oh no, it doesn't say that. It should be something right under that. I'm trying to
and
find it.
and,
I'm
and he
already a
wants
member.
y'all to be on his team. He can't even give y'all simple instructions to do the thing that he wants y'all to do, but he wants y'all to do the thing he wants y'all to do. And that's who y'all, and this is whom y'all place y'all faith.
But it says memberships. Once you'll see one for 199 transfer portal. That's it. Now, if you want to do more, that's on you. I'm not knocking it
Eight
because
quarters,
we when I drop near fall, that
20
gives you access to
dimes,
that. When we do our next, they got us. That gives you
40
that access.
nickels,
If you want, if you want just the transfer
200
portal, and you want to be
pennies.
part of these battles where we're talking to you directly. If you want to come on screen, you're going to be part of the teams. We might do a Survivor Series, War Games type of style battle for what I'm saying, supremacy. We doing promos too. Whoever want to cut a promo, because I need someone to talk that shit to the Horsemen. Oh, absolutely, brother. It's going. I can't fucking wait. That's how you sign up right there. Boom. Transfer portal
Respectfully,
is
of
all
course, it's gonna be all in love and done
yes,
respectfully,
yes,
of course.
yes.
But yeah. So for example, let's say we already had the draft. We could have put our teams up tonight to debate our picks. You just joined the show. We started the show going through the WrestleMania top 50 matches list that the WWE put out. We could have pulled our teams up and discussed, hey, what'd you think about it? What'd you think about it? And that's what it is. It just gives you more interaction with the show, and you become pretty much a part of the show once you get drafted on the teams, but you got to be in a tier. Now, I said this before. We're not trying to dig in nobody's pockets. We just want to know if you really want to be more involved in the show, and that's how you do it. Because we have several tiers that get you other things, but this is the basic $1.99, $2, so you get drafted to be on one of our teams, and then I might be like, yo, man, pull up SCB First Lady. I know she happy Cody Rhodes won. Come
Mhm.
talk your talk for you know what I'm saying, and that's what we do. We're gonna have y'all on. We're gonna bring y'all up. And like I said, it's just really a way to see who really wants to be interactive with the show. Again, you might not be somebody who wants to talk and be on camera. Leave it in the chat. And your chats will definitely get priority because you're part of the team. So,
But
yeah.
but remember this. So on a weekly basis, this is the beauty of the weekly. There might be like after we do the draft, it might be, hey, this week we're debating one thing: who has classic matches X Y Z X Y Z.
Well, we doing different shows, right? We doing PLEs. Y'all might want to talk about the Raw of the Mania is going to be something to talk about. We're going to talk about it. We got verses that we do on here. We got a series called Double Up that we're going to revisit and do Double Up live. We got a show called They Got Us. So much original content and stuff that we not trying to keep away from y'all. We want y'all to be a part of it. So, and like I said, we have regulars. This idea came about through talking to our regulars who, the regulars that I can name off the top of my head. Zell, Vinny, Polo, Boog, Bando, Ms. Awesome Saucy, Daddy Hunter, Hot Facts, my boy Divine, like Mike McCullough. So these are people we know because they come all the time and they really a part of the show. Our podcast is content driven, but it's people driven because we like talking to y'all. Y'all like talking to us. We might crack jokes. We might get a little heated sometimes. We have a thing on this show called Make HP Mad. I try to make HP mad every show, and I'm successful. So,
No, he's not. Matter of fact, I'm cool as a fan, brother.
and then so now we just growing it to where we're more interactive with the fans, because if you look at our interviews, we've interviewed everybody from Bret Hart to Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Kurt Angle. A lot of Attitude Era stars are here on Ezra Podcast. We've interviewed them. We've done original content. We just trying to do something more with the chats, because the lives have really been growing for us, and we just want to get y'all more involved. So you get drafted by getting in the transfer portal, and that's the basic, barest minimum of we made it as cheap as we could. To be honest, that's the cheapest we could have made it. So we made it that cheap, so it could be something you can do and be affordable, right? You don't want to be digging in your pockets trying to do something you enjoy, or get to a point where you can't afford something you enjoy doing. So we made it bare minimum to know who really ready. And then once you get drafted, we're gonna talk to you more about your availability, because we're doing it on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 8. We're gonna talk more about your availability and your comfort level. Because if you aren't comfortable with being on camera, cool.
It's
You might be
okay.
at work Wednesday at 8, but still want to be on the team, but you can still get your opinions in. Cool. But once you get drafted on the team, we're going to talk to you directly about your availability and your comfortability, because we want everybody to be comfortable and safe. Me and HP talk to each other like we talk to each other, because we got that rapport, and that's how we go. We, you know what I'm saying? We talk how we talk, but oh man, that might change the game. That might
He,
change the
he try
game.
to he try to it normally comes with me. But also that's the beauty of it too, because again, it's gonna be so interactive. So once we might do PLE predictions, but it's gonna be when we
No,
talk
we're
about Wednesday
going
night
to do
wars,
PL. We're going to do all this.
it's
Everything we
it's
do.
based on team. So it's ours. I can't just make a decision without talking to y'all first, my squad,
So
privately.
tonight, for example, his WrestleMania picks would have been a team decision, not just the
Yes.
HP
It
decision.
wouldn't have been based off just what I think.
So,
Like, hey, bet
so
we gonna
all
go this.
y'all would
We
have
go
took the L that he about to take. That's all I'm saying.
oh, this thing. I see, bro. And we got other things coming. We're trying to figure out the merch we got to do and da 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 da. But
But
that's
yeah, it's
why it
gonna be
has to be.
official. It's gonna be official, because
Yeah.
we enjoy y'all, and it's Wednesday Night Wars every Wednesday. We might not go live Monday. We might not go live Friday. We try to go live during the main event of all WWE events. But
Wednesdays
Wednesdays
is
is happening.
yeah. I'll readjust my whole
That's
frontier.
no debate. Wednesdays about 8:15-ish. We gonna be on here. And if you got drafted and you part of the team, you're gonna be on here too. We're gonna pull you off. Hey, we're gonna have it. Keep it respectful. But
Yeah.
because for one, we're not trying to disrespect nobody and turn nobody off, right? We all wrestling fans, keep it cordial. And two, we don't want to get flagged by YouTube. Because once that happens, we can't do none of this.
Yep.
So
And
so
that's
run through the
horrible.
who you pick. You pick Cena.
I picked John Cena.
All right, cool. Run through
So
night two real quick, then we're gonna get up out of here, man. It's been 2 hours. And WrestleMania starts Saturday, baby.
yes, sir. So let me talk about this. Night two. We didn't do a Randy Orton one. We didn't because Randy Orton was not listed in the Yahoo Sports for a match, so that's off. But we did start with Logan Paul, AJ Styles. We are split. You have Logan Paul. I have AJ Styles. We will see. Drew McIntyre will take on Damian Priest, and we both have selected Drew McIntyre. Cool. The Fatal Four Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Fate hangs in the balance. You have selected Braun Breaker to retain, while I say Dom becomes a brand new champ. A new, you know what I'm
This
saying? You know how
might
we
be the match of the weekend.
it might be. It might be the best match.
Just
This
because of
might
the
go in that
talent in
maybe.
it might give us TLC 2 vibes, just because of the talent in it. You got Brian running crazy, Pentagon. I think they finally might let Penta go.
Okay. Yeah, let him get yeah.
Then Finn is Finn, and Dom is Dom. So
Yo, Finn can have some serious moments too. People like really I hope Finn comes out as the demon and wins, just because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was about to stutter and shit. Liv Morgan Raquel taking on Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. Nobody has faith in Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. We both have selected Liv and Raquel. The women's triple threat: Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky. I said Io Sky retains. You have Bianca Belair. This one could go 1 of 3 ways, 33% chance, but no one selected Rhea. So, you know, um, I
Shout out
think,
to SCB First Lady.
welcome to the fam. The fam is growing. The draft is
The
growing.
draft. I'm
Y'all,
telling you.
the draft is growing. Oh my God, I can't even wait till Wednesday.
And then once
I,
you become part of the team, what I want you to do is tell people, tell your friends, tell your family that you part of the Attitude Era podcast. You got drafted. We got 12,000 plus members on YouTube. How many we got on TikTok, HP? 40,000?
1,000.
40,000 on TikTok. We got, was it 20,000 on Instagram?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so let your people know. Yo, you doing something with a wrestling podcast who's interviewed everybody, who's done everything. The guys are in Vegas now doing Wale Mania, and they're gonna do something with Stone Cold Steve Austin this weekend. Yeah, Gamage and DNA. So yeah, we are a legit podcast and wrestling source. We are the website
Oh,
who
no,
did.
Polo. No. No,
We are
God damn it.
the media source who did the last interview with Psycho Sid. Rest in peace. That started the whole Sid Hall of Fame conversation. We are the place that got the Bret Hart Vince McMahon thing started again when we did our Bret Hart interview here and that going. So yeah, we've done some things that are credible. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody you know that like wrestling that might want to get on here and talk some talk. Then you never know who's gonna pop up. DNA is part of this podcast. Tay Rock has been on this podcast. Lady Caution has been on this podcast. Cortez has been on this podcast.
Ryback swung through in the
Ryback
comments.
is in the chat quite often. So Ryback is in the chat. Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, the people responsible for the Attitude Era Monday Night Wars. So yeah, tell everybody you know that you're doing something cool with some cool people, and you can be part of this anyway just by showing up, liking and subscribing. But if you want to have your face in the box and talk and that talk because you know wrestling and you like wrestling and want to talk to some other cool people who just like wrestling, get in that transfer portal, get drafted by either the Click. You still the Click?
Be the click, baby.
The Click or Horseman 97. But yeah, let's finish this card up and get up out of here.
And then we last but not least in the main event of night 2, closing the show, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, one of the best heel turns in history. Definitely not the best. We didn't have it that way, but still, regardless, I got John Cena. You got Cody Rhodes. Now, one, two, three, four. There's 4 matches that were split on night 1. So we could go 2-2. We could go 3-1. I'll probably go 4-0. On night 2,
I'm not gonna hold you.
1.
I'm not confident at all in my picks.
Oh shit. We have 4 splits on night 2. But there's only 6 matches that we've, went off. We didn't do anything for the Randy. So that's why I was like, damn, we got more. So there is, I will intently.
So it's
I'm definitely
13
taking a
matches. We're gonna split probably anyway.
break. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna this is gonna be crazy. Uh yeah, we have 8 splits out of these 14 matches. So we will see how it goes.
And depending on these WrestleMania results, depends on who gets the first pick in the Wednesday Night Wars draft, which happens live next Tuesday, right here. I'm gonna say
Whoa,
8:30.
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Happens live.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday, right here on Adverb Podcast. You might be watching on Instagram. Come to YouTube. You might be watching on X, Twitter. Come to YouTube because that's where it's at. We monitor most of the chat through YouTube because it's a lot to be checking it while we doing this. So we monitor most of the chat. Plus, we want y'all to like and subscribe. This channel has been growing, and we
I
want to
got 2
continue.
phones.
Want to continue growing it. But yeah, Wednesday at
And I'm on a
8:30.
laptop.
Wednesday at
I'm like,
8:30. That first pick gonna be made. So we might make the 8:15 time, and we just gonna be talking. But 8:30 next Wednesday. The first pick in the Wednesday Night War draft will be made by either the Archie Carter representing Horseman 97 or King HP representing the Click, depending on these WrestleMania results. So WrestleMania means a lot more this year, and we're gonna have a good time, man.
Yes, because I cannot wait,
And if
and
you're
I
new
know
to
why.
the channel, SCB First Lady, I know you came over from Instagram. You might be new. We do recaps live during the main event of Raw and SmackDown. We try to do that consistently. We have a weekly recap that drops, and but Wednesdays you will see these two faces, the Two Live Crew, on Wednesdays. The world's greatest tag team. That's what we are until the draft happens. Then it's just me and him. You know what I'm saying? Him downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, all right, we packing up these horsewomen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just cut a little. You might see some promos dropping in shorts this week. You will be seeing. I can almost guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, we definitely want to hype this up. At some point on Tuesday, we will
We'll let y'all
have
know
the
Monday night during the Monday Night Raw recap
yeah.
when
We'll
the
have
cutoff is for Tuesday, because Monday we probably have a lot to talk about. Because the Raw after Mania is always,
it's gonna be crazy, and it's
well,
Netflix. It's Netflix too. So I expect some shit. You know what I'm saying? The click, salute, Zell. Yo, you already know. I can't wait. I already have an idea of my draft. I already have an idea of my draft. Mm, I cannot wait. But yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. It'll always be Wednesdays. And if we need more, because more people start coming in, then shit. But like I said, we'll have to keep doing drafts more often. Like, all right, bet. Why they're clicking the horseman like y'all pick just cause a specific reason.
well,
Yeah, Archie, why you pick the Horseman 97, brother?
oh, because the Horsemen, the Four Horsemen, are arguably the greatest stable in wrestling history. It's a legacy thing with me. It's an excellence thing. I still believe in the wrestling rock star and the history of the Horsemen. And 97, that's when the Horsemen kind of really officially fizzled out. That's when Orn Anderson retired and they were looking for the new enforcer with Kurt Hennig and Jeff Jarrett got involved. So Horseman 97 to me represents kind of the end of the golden era years of the Horseman going into the new transition. And that's what this is. Horseman 97 is the new transition going into the new wrestling podcast era, because you've not heard of a wrestling podcast drafting viewers, right? No, we do that here. You've not heard of the original content like we do here. Double Up. You've never heard of that nowhere. They Got Us. You've never heard of that nowhere. Near Fall with HP. You've not heard of that anywhere. So this is kind of a new thing in the wrestling media podcasting space. What we doing, and I'm representing that with the Horseman 97. Plus, we got to throw the foes up on the haters.
Yo, I like it. So the click was chosen very similar reasons. The click redefined everything about wrestling. Two of them went to NWO or to WCW, right? The first to do the contracts, they were doing guaranteed money. Meanwhile, in WWE, they were forcing the hand. Shawn Michaels was leading the way. So the click, I felt like since we're starting this off, me and Archie, uh, no one's in these meetings backstage. You know what I'm saying? There's been comments about HR and shit like that, which is all true. But we do it. We could have easily, whatever, but we do it a lot because of y'all. Like we pride ourselves. Like what makes us different than a podcast? I don't know what other people will say, but I know me and Archie like facts. Like our interaction with y'all, we want to connect. You know what I'm saying? Because there's lots of wrestling podcasts out there, and we're trying to be original. We want the channel to be a channel. Literally, when you watch like TV, you can be like, "Oh, we got near falls." So that's where we look at people who was almost champion or didn't win a certain belt, and why? Why I go behind the scenes of the why. You know what I'm saying? We got they got us. You know what I'm saying? DNA has a show called Top Five. You know what I'm saying? Gamon's about to start some joints. Even Z, he has an intro to a topical video that he'll be doing. So when you come to the plus we do the live recaps. How do we change and be different from everybody else? You know what I'm saying? And the click was that. And I feel like specifically with me and Archie, we can carry the load. So you're looking at when
Pause.
those stayed in WCW, you know what I'm saying, say stayed in WWE with HBK and Triple H. That's what you're really kind of looking at with this. Like we about to carry the load on this. However, I'm about to put him to sleep though. My
And
my
the
draft
thing about
class.
it is, I know we talk a lot of shit on this podcast, but like we really like wrestling and we know wrestling. HP is damn near wrestling almanac encyclopedia. And then so are the people in the chat. Like we talk, we joke, we clown, but it's all about wrestling at the end of the day. And we eventually get to wrestling. But on this podcast, you might get stock advice, you might get a recipe for a pie, you might get a childhood story. But that's what it is. Because
Tang.
what it is we building a community. This is not just a channel; it's a community. Some of the people in the chat have my number. Hit me up, call me, send me positive stuff. They check
I've
out.
definitely DM'd a few
Yeah, so
from
it's a community we
Zell,
building,
Polo, Benny.
and like I said, we get a little. Hey, me and HP be at each other neck sometimes. It get heated, but we keep it calm, we keep it cordial, and we want to bring y'all more into the fold. And that's a great question about the names because yeah, we just think we at a point where we're doing something cool and new. The Horseman was cool and new, and they had to have a switch over. The Click was cool and new, and it was a big part of changing the shift in wrestling. And we feel what we doing here is doing that. And we we like to talk to y'all and kick it. So and Wednesdays just kind of felt right, middle of the week. Normally, our recaps are done after shows or during shows, which is a late night because we do have a lot going on. I know Zell mentioned earlier he was missing. I know I was clowning with him because he had some life stuff going on. That happens. It's 5 people on this podcast. It's hard to get all schedules lined up. But me and HP, regardless of what we have going on, we like to show up
He was at a
because
funeral. I don't know if y'all remember that recap. He
yeah, I was
was
at
at a
on my way to my
funeral.
grandfather's funeral. Absolutely. I tapped in. I was at a concert, a show performing just
I
Monday.
got catfished. If y'all watch, if y'all watch
HP was on a
Who Killed
terrible date in a
WCW
hotel room, and he tapped
in
in.
a
So,
hotel room, and if you saw my energy, you're like, damn, what's going on? What you don't know is a lady walked in, and I met her for the first time, and I was fucking
but then
disgusted.
also HP goes live with he has a Hall Preezy channel. He went live with Harold. How you say his last name? I don't want to say it wrong.
Parano.
Harold Parano, Morris Chestnut. He was hanging out with them. I work with a wrestling company. I went live from the wrestling event. So we do have other things and other mediums that we do other things on. But when it comes to wrestling and talking and having a good time, we like to do that here. So Wednesday Night
Peace.
Wars is a new thing on top of all the other new things. And we just had to come up with teams and names, and we draft it next Wednesday. So if you're in the transfer portal, you might be a Horseman 97, or you might be part of the clique. It's a preference thing, but
It's all love.
we're gonna have a good time. And
So
coming
no
off
more
of
fuck Archie, no fuck HP. It's fuck Horseman 97 or fuck the click.
why I gotta even be that?
Just
You know what I'm
this
saying?
what we know a team. But that's so no
Again,
one takes
like
it
I said,
personal.
we talk, we get spicy on here, but we're not trying to get this channel. Like, listen,
Facts.
we have enough problems with YouTube and WWE already. So we asked y'all to tone it down a little bit, and we tone it down a little bit. It's because we got an email about something that you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it ain't like we trying to back away from the conversation and not let y'all speak freely. It's just that somebody emailed us and said, hey, y'all need to chill, or you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff, hoops we jump through doing this podcast, working so closely with WWE and wrestling in general. So,
Yeah, so we definitely want to
but coming
yeah,
off of WrestleMania and Raw next Wednesday on Wednesday Night Wars, it's gonna be fire. And at 8:30, I'll be making the first draft pick. So,
guys, yo, what
so
is the tiebreaker though? Because there's 8 matches that were split on. So we could go 4-4.
then we got to figure that out. But we won't have to because I made better picks than you.
He bullshit y'all already. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all better hope y'all in the
You
click.
know what,
You
HP?
know,
I'm so confident. I'll give you the first pick just cause I know you make bad choices. I know you in real life. I know you in real
yo,
life. So
yo, I have definitely made some questionable
we're
decisions,
gonna have a
but
good
I've had
time
fun
with
and all.
y'all, man. But first of all, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. We've been off about 2.5 hours. The shows that aren't ever supposed to be long are long, but get used to this because on Wednesdays you need to block 8 o'clock to about 9:30 because we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk wrestling. We're gonna talk about your week, how you doing, your mental health, okay, everything good. We
Hey,
gonna talk.
and don't forget this: if you are on the transfer portal and you have other avenues, that might be an opportunity. I'll definitely talk to my team. Plug your joint. Let me know what it is so I could go over there and like it, subscribe, or like it, listen. You know what I'm saying? Or you were author, you got books. Give me your list because I got friends too. So yeah, it's also we're not just it's wrestling, but it's like art is a community. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you might
Yeah,
not
if
even
you
like
got
your stuff,
something, you got
but I'm a
something you
support.
do, let us know. And while you on here, hey, talk about it. Like Daddy Hunter, she was a member. She's a wrestler, has a wrestling company. We put her on here. Let her talk about her match. Let her talk about her company. So you got music. You might have a YouTube channel. You might do graphic designs or something. Hey, it might be somebody looking for that. So our
100%.
platform is once you become part of the team, you're part of the team.
You
So
you part of the team. We one thing we care about is y'all. So I don't take it lightly if I say we're gonna do, for instance, and I'll give a perfect example. We gave 5 copies for the WWE 2K25. During that time, I messed up and missed one.
I told
Someone
y'all he
got the
make
right
bad
answer.
choices.
Yes, and the first thing I did was instead of allowing it to happen, we turned it to 6 people because we made
Paid
sure we
for it
got
out
that.
of pocket, and we made sure everybody was taken care of. Then, like, we have things going on. I know I mentioned to Zell earlier about a battle that's supposed to happen. Hey, that could be something that happens. I'm working on the album right now. HP is working on the album and documentary. You might sing or act, or you might edit video. So this is all just a hub and place for people to come together. Wrestling is what got us here, but it might be other things we have in common. So you might be in the same city as somebody. You might just met somebody to hang out with, and you know what I'm saying. But it's all about the community. And honestly, nowadays, you meet most of your closest friends on the internet, so it's not
Damn, you're right.
strange. It's not
Me and
strange.
Archie been on this podcast.
It used to be strange. Hey, I met somebody on the internet. Hey, now it's the norm. So
Mm.
yeah, we met on this podcast and almost fought in Jersey, and look at us now.
Somebody was out here getting drunk
And
and
then
saying,
you're gonna get to know the insides of things, and yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. So if you're already in the transfer portal and you're part of the membership, shout out to you. If you were a member before this, shout out to you too, because we had some members that were members before this, and the new members, even if you just new watching the channel, man, shout out to you for watching the channel. Check out all the content. It's a lot of content on this channel, and we just gonna do this because I know for a fact y'all like the lives when we weren't live for those few weeks. Y'all didn't like it. We got messages about it. Go watch that
"Yes, sir."
first weekly recap we did. Y'all killed us in the comments. So we had to figure out something that was worked for us and works for y'all, and this is what we came up with, and that is the Wednesday Night Wars. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all Friday night during the main event of SmackDown. We may or may not be going live during WrestleMania because there's a lot. So I tell you, hit the notification button so you know when we go live. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, swing by YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when we live because this weekend we might pop up randomly with the lives. I know I got a watch party to go to. The guys are at Wale Mania and WrestleMania. They might pop up live from Wale Mania with you never know. We don't know. So hit the notification button so you don't
Hey,
miss it. But we do know this Friday we'll be live doing the main event of
we
SmackDown.
might have to hold up. We might have to hold up. There's somebody coming in, and you know what's funny? I want to see their face. God damn it! I want to see their face. Also,
Who?
Plug for DNA. Tomorrow is DNA's. I need Mr. Super Bowl out. Huh? Hey, go to DNA. Go to DNA's Twitter. Any of his socials. His birthday is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Um, so definitely give him a shout out. His birthday is tomorrow. He is performing at Wale Mania. Uh, so it's not like he's just at Wale Mania. He is performing at Wale Mania.
Yeah, he's
So
battling. It's DNA in the Saga versus Tay Rock and Chess.
yeah, absolutely. So make sure you tap in with him, give him the happy birthdays. He's doing that on his birthday, and
You
who
said
knows
somebody
what's
about
gonna.
to pop up?
I think so. I'm reading that chat. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to text and make it fast. Stand and deliver predictions. Shit. You might have me on that one, good brother. Uh, you might have me on that one. Only because I didn't even watch NXT yesterday at all.
Yeah, I've been on the road, so
Yeah, I didn't even watch, so I can't even give you all the matches to give you the predictions.
NXT is kind of hard to find, to be honest. I mean, how do y'all watch it? Because CW is like a hard thing
Not
to
getting,
locate.
I'm not getting another streaming platform, which is why NXT is now the hardest thing for me to watch as well. So,
Zell, I don't
um,
know about the NBA predictions, but I do know for a fact
Lakers in five.
if Bronny James wins an NBA championship, that's gonna be the biggest controversy and talk in sports. But it's possible.
Nah, we good. He ain't popping up. So
Oh, nah, he
CW
good.
is channel 5 for me. I don't have cable. I gave cable up years ago.
Yeah, Lakers look pretty tough. Steph went crazy
Yeah,
that night though.
facts. Oh man. I got an antenna to watch the CW. You got an antenna on your TV?
Tell you, bro, CW hard to find. You might have to have an antenna to watch it.
You know where I reside, Lakers in 5. Polo, I see you in the chat. Um,
So a lot of Laker fans, yeah, Laker Nation.
I just think that's hella funny that you have an antenna on your TV. Your TV got a booty on the back? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not even trying to be funny. You they don't
So the
make TVs like
CW is like a local channel.
that. Okay,
I don't
got you.
know. I
Got
used to I know people who do still have antennas to get the local channels. That's the thing.
That
So
might be why. Yeah, that's probably what she's doing then. Your TV doesn't have a booty on the back. Okay, got you. Got you. All right, good. Cause I know that shit heavy. I ain't seen a TV with a booty on the back in so long. It's crazy. Yeah, Lakers in 5. I outside of that, I'm good, Archie. What we got? Friday,
Friday we'll be
SmackDown.
live doing the main event of SmackDown, maybe sooner. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something to talk about because Cena's returning. Saturday is the first night of WrestleMania. We may come on a little bit after just to touch it. If something crazy happens, maybe. And same thing Sunday, but I know HP has his whole Preezy thing he does Sunday.
Not
Um,
this Sunday. I'm already out. I'm about to put this post up on my
hey,
thing.
well,
I'm gonna be
he'll be
watching
watching Mania.
WrestleMania.
I'll be at a watch party. I don't know. I don't think I have any traveling to do. I just decided not to do Vegas. I just got back and I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm working on a new project. Um, yeah, so any rappers in the chat, you know, come on, man, spit some bars. We got it. I got a lot going on, but yeah, I think that's it. The draft next Wednesday, the first,
Next
the
Wednesday.
draft, Wednesday Night War draft,
I
eight
think we are gonna
thirty.
be live this weekend all weekend.
So
Saturday,
what?
Sunday. Yeah, we are. After night one, we will go live. We will. We will.
Eight
Even if it's
thirty
not for too long.
next Wednesday, the first pick. History will be made, folks. All of y'all are part of history. And we appreciate y'all. Hope y'all had a good week. Hope this week was good to you and good for you. And we will see y'all Friday night during the main event of SmackDown. But make sure you're tapped in. You're in the transfer portal so you can be drafted next Wednesday for the Wednesday Night Wars draft where, it's going down. That's all I can say. I'm D. Archie Carter. Follow me on Instagram at the Archie Carter. If you have something you want us to check out, let me know where it's at. Shoot me a link to it, and I'll check it out. And that's King HP. I'm the Archie Carter. This is Attitude Era Podcast. CW does. I didn't know they have an app. Shout out to Zell for the information. See,
Oh, I do
Zell's
have it. I do have it because I used to watch that Superman show with Lois and Clark. I do have it.
look at you.
All right, y'all.
I told
All
y'all
right,
he
baby.
makes bad, and y'all want to be on his team. Like, come on, man.
Absolutely. We
Come
have fun
on,
with
man.
them baddies.
Do like Brian. Take your talents to South Beach. We South Beach.
We
That's
have
it.
salute to Vern Vado in the chat on Instagram.
Yeah,
Salute,
shout out
good
to
brother.
everybody on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, come to YouTube. A lot easier for us. Anyway, but we'll see y'all, man. It's been a nice 2-hour chat with y'all. WrestleMania week is here. WrestleMania week is here. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. So hit the notification button so y'all don't miss it. Peace to everybody in the chat. Love, positive vibe, always. Horseman 97. And we out. Unless HP got something to say. I'll give you the last word.